Welcome to TFW Live, the best kept secret in fantasy football, where we keep that week one feeling going all year long. This is episode 310, where we will be watching the Buffalo Bills take on the Los Angeles Rams in a fantasy football watch party. But first, got to let you know, support for the show, TFW Live, is brought to you by Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. So you can join the 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code TFWMAN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code TFWMAN. I am Big Travie. You can find me on Twitter at Big Travie TFW. I'm joined by my best friends, Austin and Johnny. And this week, and most weeks, we're joined with our other great friend and dear,
working on it.
Yeah, compadre. He's not best. But he's breaking in there. Donnie Tubbs.
I'm trying to get there.
How are you, my brother?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Week one, let's fucking go.
Yes, let's get it. Also, big welcome to Whisper Nation that's in the chat right now. A lot of gratitude for them. Everybody that's in here. Gus Bus I saw in here as well. Nemo Ladies. We know we're going to get Jersey J and all the crew in here as well. A lot of gratitude for Jersey J and the other members on YouTube who support the show through a monthly subscription. Pizza Belly, Don Caples, Bailey Ziegler, Kevin Davey, Nick, Brett Zabo, John Credit, Eric Lorenzen, Donnie, Jersey J, the aforementioned, and Hanimal. If you want to join the growing list of YouTube members, click join next to the video right now. Also want to shout out to our patrons who have supported the show throughout. We have big updates to our Patreon coming. We said that last month. It's actually this month. We're going to do a lot of giveaways here. Donnie's going to be helpful in that, so we'll get those primed and ready. We'll have one this month for you all, so thank you. Also, big thank you to those who subscribed and followed us on social media. This week, Lola Dog 12, Simple Math and Science, Mac, Joe Tate, Danny Valesco, Christian Reyes, Frosty the Pimp, Danny Dimes. If you love fantasy football, you want to be part of a community where you know you belong, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. We're trying to get just one more subscriber on this stream. Just one more. Could be you. And if you're new, let us know where you're streaming from. We'd love to shout you out on the show. Look, it's just about time, boys, to get into this action. The Buffalo Bills coming to Los Angeles to take on the Los Angeles Rams. So we're going to talk about that. But as we did in all of our watch parties last year, we're going to build some bet slips. And you're saying, Travie, how do I do that? How do I win some money with you guys? We go to Underdog Fantasy, because best ball drafting isn't the only way to have fun and win money through Underdog. No. They've got player prop bets, pick'ems, rival bet slips. We're going to build one tonight right after this. And you can win cash and enjoy all the NFL action on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Just go to Underdog Fantasy or download the app from the App Store. Use the promo code TFW for up to $100 in match deposit money. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code TFW for up to $100 in match money. But Austin, we were talking off show. We were talking a little bit about how we're going to build this slip.
Yeah.
I'll let you take it from here.
Yes.
Tell the crowd what we're doing here.
We are going to talk a little bit about what we think this game is in line for. Is it high-scoring, shootout style, or are we looking at a running back, defense-dominated grinder situation here? So we're going to talk a little bit about what we expect in tonight's Thursday Night Football 2022 season kickoff, Los Angeles Rams versus the Buffalo Bills. I'll just cut straight to it and stop being coy. This should be a shootout, exciting game. There's a reason why it's week one kickoff for the entire NFL season. Very exciting matchup between last year's Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams and last year's Super Bowl hopefuls, the Buffalo Bills, who have been close the last couple of seasons, but have either been a coin toss or a play away from getting to that next level. So it is a really exciting matchup. What do we think is going to happen? Do we think this is going to be a high-score game driven through Josh Allen versus Matt Stafford? Do we have any type of hope for the running back game? We've got the Rams, who have Darrell Henderson and Cam Akers, who a couple of years ago were both exciting bets, who have been banged up in their own right. Cam Akers still recovering from that Achilles, came back in last year's playoffs, but didn't look to be 100%. Has the offseason had enough time for him to recover and get his explosivity back? Is Darrell Henderson ready to be that number two punch? And then on the other side with the Buffalo Bills, Devin Singletary, been a overlooked, dismissed, right, wrong, or indifferent. That's how it's been for him from a fantasy perspective the last couple of years. Zach Moss has been in the building and been a hot topic of consideration for the last couple of years, but now James Cook is the running back, I think, getting the most attention in this offseason. How heavily involved will he be, the rookie, in his first NFL game? I heard a comment in here about Zach Moss, and we were actually talking about Zach Moss before the show. Where is that? Here it is. Relaxing piano guitar. Zach Moss is going to steal the show. This is an exciting one here right now that we were going back and forth a little bit. So what's it going to be? Is it going to be a run game? Is it going to be a pass game? Are we going to get it all involved? And if so, who do we think are going to be the major beneficiaries on both offenses? Let's take a stab at that. I'll kick it over here to Donnie, actually, first. What do you think this game is going to shake out, and who do you think some of the top fantasy players could be in this matchup?
Well, I think you hit it on the note. It's obvious it's going to be a shootout. I see both quarterbacks having big days. I see, of course, Diggs is going to be great. You guys have been hammering Gabe Davis. I think, Travi, you're big on Gabe Davis, right?
Yeah, got to be now. Drafted him too much. So
yeah, so I could see him getting multiple touchdowns this game. I'm big on.
Let's go.
Whoa, you guys are
on the other side. Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson is going to get multiple touchdowns this game. I'm locking it down right now.
Let's go, dude. Those are my guys. I love it.
Yeah.
Johnny, you're a little skeptical on the Gabe Davis. Look, half of fantasy football Twitter is. You're either in or you're out on Gabe Davis. So tell me how you project Gabe Davis in this game and maybe going forward, but maybe also tying it what Austin was asking, how you see the game script of this one going.
You're probably not going to like what I have to say if you're a Gabe Davis fan. I did stat out this game completely with all players. Unfortunately, I have Gabe Davis with about 40 receiving yards. So not a monster game from him. I expect a big game from Isaiah Mckenzie. Isaiah Mckenzie is a guy that is a sleeper right now. That I think that you can really I know that on Underdog, I was looking at it. They have the over-under on receptions for Isaiah Mckenzie at 3. Son's going to get at least 6, dude. That's an over. But I am down with the Allen Robinson. I do think Cooper Kupp's just going to feast like he does. He has the highest percentage to score a touchdown in my model. Second to Allen Robinson. So
the model, dude.
Yeah,
Johnny's been a spreadsheet socialist over there, as Evan Silva likes to say. He's crunching the numbers. No, I love it. I love that you got a little bit of shade too on the Gabe Davis hype, because he's just a polarizing player we can get in all the way in on, or you can be like, no, he's kind of fluky. Could be a Tyler Lockett type where he's going to go boom bust. I definitely could see that. But speaking of Evan Silva, he had talked about the concentration of the Rams offense and how we're sneakily seeing Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson. Now, Johnny, I know you've been a Higbee guy in the past here, but we do see kind of a target tree forming of those two guys where they could actually be consolidated, consolidated targets in that offense. So, Austin, I'll kick it back to you here. What do you think? Are you more confident in Allen Robinson tonight or Gabe Davis? I think that's a good debate to have here. Maybe we sneak a rival situation in and we talk. Are we more confident? That rival? Yeah, they should have that rivalry. We'll take a look. We'll take a look.
We got to look at
that. I'm excited. I haven't actually taken a look at any of the Underdog options yet. I'm excited to look at those here in a little bit.
Okay.
Before we get to that one, I think that's a great conversation point here. Allen Robinson or Gabe Davis. To set the frame a little bit, Gabe Davis is someone we project to be an up-and-comer. He's flashed. He hasn't been consistent yet. Not necessarily his fault. The dude's coming into his third year. There's been a lot of other pass catchers around him, but nobody really to rival the talent of Stephon Diggs. Gabe Davis is getting a little bit of that chatter of potentially developing into that type of legitimate number 2 option, something that we're not even questioning if Allen Robinson is going to be able to hold down. So we've got an up-and-coming situation with Gabe Davis coming into year 3, hoping that he can take some of those flashy moments that have been exceptional and stretch it into a more consistent output, both for his NFL team and your fantasy team. Allen Robinson, on the other hand, has done it with multiple teams, but another player demonstrating inconsistency. But his has been a year-to-year basis more so than it has been like a game-to-game, a play-to-play. And we haven't yet seen Allen Robinson play with Matt Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams. But given how quickly Matt Stafford jumped into that offense, took them all the way to a Super Bowl and had Cooper Kupp have one of the greatest wide receiver seasons of all time. I don't think any of us are questioning what Allen Robinson is capable of being in that number 2 role, especially a role that we have seen, whether it's Robert Woods, Van Jefferson, Odell Beckham, Phil last season. They got love and they got points from that love. And I think Allen Robinson is actually primed to pull that in his way as well. So I think I got to lean Allen Robinson, Travi, because it's like Allen Robinson's, they both have question marks. I'm not as concerned by the question marks that Allen Robinson has, and that's just like how comfortable you are in this offense, because all the question marks I would have for Allen Robinson, I can basically apply to Gabe Davis, but the question marks I have for Gabe Davis, I think I have pretty much answered for.
I like to, yeah. I mean, I'm with you in most cases. Gabe Davis is going to be a huge X factor, not just in this game, but I think in general this year. We're going to have to see how consistent he can be. We talked about it already, but in this particular matchup, we got Jalen Ramsey probably shadowing Diggs quite a bit in this one. Mm-hmm. Troy Hill is probably the weakest cornerback for the Rams. He's in the slot. So to Johnny's point, Mckenzie could be a nice add here as a guy that could soak up targets as Ramsey locks down on Diggs. So the one thing that I think could change that is if Peter King of NBC Sports was onto something. If these, fanboys of Gabe Davis were onto something, that Gabe Davis's ascension is here. It's time. He's ready to be, Josh Allen called him a not so distant compliment, a not so distant number 2. Like he really likes him. Really, I guess to Johnny's point about Knox, we need to know if Gabe Davis is on Josh Allen's fantasy team. If we knew that information, we could lock and load him here in this lineup.
Although I will also add, not a fan of Knox tonight. I do think he hits right around like 38, 39 receiving yards. Don't really like his chances at a touchdown. So, but that's like right where Underdog also puts him. So unfortunately.
All right, we're about ready to jump in and build this slip. But one last thing, I'm going to go round table. Who's your one player you can lock and load in as your no doubt on either side of the ball that you think is going to perform up to or past their expectations tonight? Johnny, I'll start with you.
Isaiah McKenzie for me, 100%.
Man, going with the sleeper for his no doubt, locked in.
Yep.
Johnny, how about you, man?
Loaded, baby.
Not just because Travi and I are versing each other in the listener league, and he has Gabe Davis and I have Allen Robinson, but I'm going to go.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, I love it. Let's go. Showdown begins tonight. What about you, Austin?
It almost feels like a shitty pick on it because it almost feels so obvious, but you asked me that question. I think it's either quarterback on this one. I think that these quarterbacks are both in a great position to show out. I think they're both studs who can perform under the lights, and we've got no brighter lights than we do today, week 1, kickoff Thursday night. I think we're about to see Josh Allen and Matt Stafford give us a show.
All right, we've got 2 questions in here I want to get answered before we get into the lineup here. I love those answers there. I think for me, I'm going to go with Allen Robinson as well, even though I am facing him. I do like Allen Robinson this week, but Josh Allen would be my second best. If there's somebody I would be willing to fade, I think it is Matt Stafford tonight. I think it's something where I'm just like, I want to see. I don't think that we should be worried, but he's not a guy that gives me the warm and fuzzies when I'm going into building a bet.
You get any warmth from him saying this is the best he's felt after that new shot?
Best shape of his life. Lock it in, dude. 3 touchdowns, 300 yards. He's ready, right? Like I think
I took good care of him.
Yeah. For Mckenzie, real fast. Is he limited at all? Do we know there was an undisclosed injury?
Well, McDermott said yesterday that he should be ready to go. I think he's a full go.
But that is a good point to make. Is that Van Jefferson is out of this game? Yeah. So there's another sneaky play.
So another concentrated target share, I think, for Robinson and Kupp. Man, I just still think both of them are.
Or here's a sneaky.
You're gonna go Ben Skoranek.
Yeah, that is a sneaky play right there. Is Ben.
God bless Johnny. We get on here. Johnny gets into his full DFS DGen. He's like, "Hey, we got to start Ben Skoranek back up."
I want to preface it as like I don't have a whole look 2 for 4 targets for 33 yards and like a 10% or less than that percent chance to score a touchdown. But if you're in a DFS and you need like a flyer that's really really cheap, he is a guy that you can stick in your lineup.
Johnny's caveat, dude. If you're in a 17 team Super
Well, no,
deep. You're starting 16
hold on,
flexes.
hold on.
In TFS, it totally is.
Oh,
is something
I'm with
have
you.
to-
I know.
because
I'm
price.
with you.
Guys, I can't listen to anything right now. Gus Ramos's comment has got me freaking turned on.
Oh yeah, let's.
What's that?
Man, 2002
We
vibes.
love it, dude. We
Our
love
boy
it.
Jersey
So
J, what's
the
up, man?
question from Albert, who says, "What's up, everybody? What's up, Albert?" He said, "Should I start Gabe Davis or Bateman full point PPR?" Bateman was a sit in my article that I wrote for Club FFL that'll be out Friday because the Jets gave up the 8th fewest touchdowns to wide receivers, and they add Sauce Gardner. And I just want to see – I love Bateman's talent. I love the upside for Bateman. I want to see it first. You probably didn't draft him as a guy you have to start this week. I just want to see the chemistry with Lamar first before I'm trusting him. And not to say that Davis, is a lock to have that, but I think Davis's upside in this offense provides a little bit more for me in full point PPR.
Yeah, I would have drafted Bateman over Davis personally, but for this week, like you said, I want to wait to see, and I would go Gabe Davis.
That's a pretty good take there, Donnie. I appreciate that one. Let's see. We had one more, I think. Right here. Rock Out. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Rock Out says second flex, Singletary, Olave, MVS, pick one full point PPR. Johnny, what do you think?
I'm gonna go.
You're in-
I would go Olave.
Ooh, Olave, huh? Full point PPR.
Yeah.
All right. So he says fade. So okay. So we're not starting Singletary tonight. Austin, you want you're squirming. You just not like the options, or what do you think?
Oh no. It's dangerous to fade Singletary super fast. And I get that there's a lot of points that are working. Well, there's actually not that many. It's just that Singletary's never nestled himself into a comfortable place in our heart. And it's understandably so. But the dude finished last year on a heater. I don't think James Cook is going to touch any of the Devin Singletary work. Like Devin Singletary was a top 10 option to close out the year. And he didn't get like any passing down work. I don't think James Cook gets a ton of groundwork. I think he gets most of his action through the air. So I don't think he touches Singletary. And I think Zach Moss, if he's faded, if he's out, then that means Singletary ramps up just a little as he did at the end of the year. And Singletary all of a sudden becomes like a sneakier pick. Do I love him? No, but putting him in a group with a rookie in a kind of a confusing, undetermined pass catching core like they have in New Orleans just gives me a little bit of a, I can't do it so quick. I also would pick Olave, but I'm working this out in real time because I wouldn't be surprised at all if Singletary ends up having a better game than we're expecting, because I don't think we're expecting him to have a game at all.
Dual flex leagues are definitely going to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Johnny.
Well, James Cook is the guy that I would. I mean, I do have Singletary scoring slightly more fantasy points, but I think for upside, because something interesting. I was listening to a beat writer for the Bills, and he was talking about how they actually not Zach Moss. Sorry, I keep saying that. But
it's a Freudian slip, dude. We know.
No, and James Cook. James Cook they've been low key not using him in the preseason, and the beat writer is like, he's very like in practice he's like unguardable in space. Like they've been using him a lot, and so he almost thinks that it's going to be they're waiting. Like they didn't want to reveal anything. And if you look at the Rams, they're more susceptible to these dump off type of things because when you're going against them, because they have such a good D line. And so I could definitely see James Cook having a pretty solid game.
I don't know, man. Bobby Wagner out there.
Yeah, they do have Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner now, dude. Bobby Wagner over from the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Could be a hard matchup for
Bobby
James
Wagner's going to be on Knox, bro, guarding Knox.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Knox isn't going to have a good game, is because Bobby Wagner's going to be on.
All right.
I'm opposite of all of you. Of course, for week one, you want to see what your matchup is. Do you need a hit an up play or a ceiling or a floor play? If I was going for a floor play, I feel like I'm going to beat this guy. I would do Singletary, but I'm shooting for the stars for MVS.
Ooh,
oh man, a little wild.
Cardinals, week one, you're just shooting for that 20, 25-point game out of nowhere.
Cardinals last year, 5th most points to wide receivers. The Cardinals gave up last year, so they were a top 5 unit to target. Now, Johnny, maybe you could speak more to if the secondary is a little bit better. But we should probably jump into this bet slip and build it. I think we've all agreed we like the points in here. We might have different players that we like, but I'll pull this up on the screen. Remember, go to Underdog Fantasy, use promo code TFW for up to $100 in matched money. So, guys, this is what we're rocking with. Did we want to
So
we
I
just want to
think
start at the top here? Or
So what do we got? Like, can you show us the options, Travis?
yeah, so we've got Josh Allen, Devin Singletary, kind of some overs and unders here.
It's a little different than they had last year.
Yeah, this setout's a little bit different. James Cook only one
bro, that's
higher
a
and lower
smash.
fantasy points. Remember, it's half point PPR, so that has to be Zach Moss. Are you saying Zach Moss is a smash, Johnny?
No, dude. James Cook over 5 fantasy points and half PPR, bro. That's a smash.
We've got Diggs here with his receptions and yards and points. Dawson Knox, Isaiah Mckenzie. Johnny, you were really adamant, and you kind of sold me on this Isaiah Mckenzie. Do we want to make that our first? It's a nice three catches.
Over.
Do we want to go over on that?
Yeah.
Over on that.
Yeah,
Sure.
we should definitely.
Austin?
Go over on that.
I'm cool with that.
Okay. That's our first.
Hit the higher.
Let's go.
Yes. Let's go. All right. So Jamison Crowder, he's odd man out. He says, Johnny says, you're dusty, old man. Get out of here. And then for the Rams, and we're not done with the Bills yet. I just want to move along here. Matt Stafford, some of his over and unders. Cam Akers. Some of these are locked already. I might have to refresh. Let's do that.
Oh no! Hopefully,
I hate when they do that, man.
I know, dude. We got to hurry up.
The money.
No, we
gets.
don't have to hurry up on anything. It's fine.
No,
It usually comes back.
I'm saying on the Isaiah Mckenzie, they are
Well, that one.
going to quickly delete that one because it's absurd.
They're watching our stream right now and they're editing it.
They definitely are.
6 receptions.
Well, we've already got it in here, so we've got that much.
It's still
Let's see.
available.
We'll go back to the Rams. So higher and lower, we got Cam Akers. I kind of like the under on the 14 receiving yards. That might be a little bit too low, but Darrell Henderson in there, Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson, and then Higbee, and Johnny's boy Skoranek, 2 receptions. It's kind of low.
Well, that's what I had him. That's what I have him for.
Oh well,
getting,
then we can't bet on that one. Then.
No.
All right, so we liked Allen Robinson. I think we all kind of liked Allen Robinson. Should we take a look at that on the Rams side first?
Yeah, I'm liking the higher points. I think it was like
so 12 and a half fantasy points.
Oof. Yeah. Do we like 12 and a half fantasy points or 66 receiving yards? And I'll say, generally speaking, I kind of like to hit. I like, for the sake of the show, because we got to take a look at 2 things that we're doing here. We got to be honest about what we're building. We're building a bet slip that we're going to genuinely believe in, that we're going to be rooting for throughout the evening. And I love me some lowers. On my personal time, I hit lowers left and right. But you hit one play.
The soulless Austin loves the unders, man.
Give it to me. But in this thing, it really sucks to have that bet squandered on the play number 2. And then you're sitting here with this bet slip for 3 hours, and it's not going to work. So I'm just saying, generally speaking, leaning on the hires, I think is better for the soul in these spaces. So I just want to throw that out there. With the Allen Robinson side, what do we like? 66 receiving yards or 12 and a half?
That's what I was going to look up right now was OBJ's game log.
So
how many times he hit over 60? Yeah, let Johnny take a look at the model here.
It's really close for me. I got 73 receiving yards for Allen Robinson.
That sounds like an over.
6 receptions on 8 targets for 73 yards and 40% chance to catch a touchdown.
My computer is like, you're doing so many
I think
things.
we all kind of liked Allen Robinson, though. I know it's close, but Johnny's got him on the over. We're all kind of feeling it. Do we want to hit Allen Robinson with the over on receiving yards?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
good with that.
The potential for him in my mind is touchdowns this game over yards.
Yeah,
I could see him getting over 65. I mean, that's
so. I mean, I don't know how much we want to compare OBJ to Allen Robinson, but he was the second man in the pecking order last year, right? And when he went over to the Rams, only 2 games over that 65-yard mark. The rest were around 37, 39, 18 yards, 28. But he did have plenty of games, 3 games, 5 catches or 6 catches. So I don't know if we like the catches more or if we like the yardage more here for Allen Robinson. Again, with that target consolidation, that's where I'd probably lean more with the catches or even the points than I would the yardage. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? I'm good to smash anything on Allen Robinson.
Yeah, I would feel more confident in the points because
Same.
even then,
Because he could swing with a touchdown.
Right. All he has to do is catch touchdown, and my projections or my model has.
But it's still
him as the
12 and
second
a,
highest.
it's like 12 and a half. So he's got to get 60 yards about,
Right.
like around
Yeah.
60 yards. So it's a real tough one. This might actually be a pretty decently live.
I'm off on the points because multiple things have to happen. He's either got to get like a lot of yards, a ton of catches, or a touchdown. For the other two so it's probably got, if you hit the 12 and a half fantasy points, you probably broke 66 yards or 6 receptions or both. So why don't we make our lives not more difficult, considering they're all worth the same. Honestly, I'm down with the receptions or the receiving yards.
I'd rather go receiving yards than that point, personally.
One for receiving yards. Travis, you were on receptions.
Yeah, I think it leans a little bit, but I could be convinced on receiving yards. I'm pro Allen Robinson in this game, so I'm pro him having a big game. So
same.
I'm good with the yards.
What about you, Johnny? Yards or catches?
I feel more confident in the yards because I have them right at 6 catches.
Okay. There we go.
And I have more over on the yards. But it's going to be close on that. That's a good one. Oh, no.
Every time, man. Underdog changing their dude. We're gonna have to lock this in 7 a.m. the day of.
Yeah.
All right.
You got Allen Robinson. Let's get those over on the yards.
Let's get the over on the yards.
Yummy.
Same.
There we go.
Why is Pick'em not available in my location? You just let me pick the other one.
It's too good of a deal.
They upped the targets on Cooper Kupp. They got him at 7.5 now. I think it was at 6.5. I was like, that's a smash.
Well,
maybe.
Let's just say now it's a location thing.
What's going on here?
Colorado change it or something? Austin, you want to pull yours up?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with my location here, but it's still letting me check the box on the.
Possible.
Well, no, I don't think I can do that one either because I can't even change it.
Weird.
All right. Well.
Yeah, let's bring it in here.
All right. So sorry about that, but check your location services. Make sure you're good when you're using Underdog. Use promo code TFW for up to $100 in match money. But we like a lot. Isaiah McKenzie over 3 receptions. Got about 20 minutes here to build the slip. Plenty of time here. We've got Isaiah McKenzie over 3 catches. We like the 65 yards over 65.5, so it'd have to be 66 over for Allen Robinson. Did we want to touch anybody else? We like Josh. Maybe look at Josh Allen. That's a guy we're confident on, probably.
The one I do like on Josh Allen is the 6.5 rushing attempts. Like I think he goes way over that. You look at the last 2 years with Josh Allen on opening night. He had 36% rushing share and 46% rushing share. The last 2 years, he on the first week he usually runs a lot more, and against this defensive line, you could see that happening. So I like that 6.5, and plus you got kneel downs. Kneel downs count as rushing attempts. So if they do 2 kneel downs at the end, that's like I don't know. I feel like he's definitely going over 4.5 rushing attempts at that point.
Plus that tough defense could cause him to run a little bit more. If they got a pretty good secondary, could cause him to run a little bit more. I'm with that.
Yeah, I don't hate that one either. I love going the over on the rush attempts if we're feeling that one.
Let's do it.
I really love it.
Guys, I like it. Going on top of the rushing, I think any under on any of the Devin Singletaries, I'm for. If we wanted to choose an under,
going on the under. I mean, what's crazy is like Singletary's stats on here are like exactly identical to what I have. I mean, I have him right at 12 rushing attempts. Like,
what about 12 fantasy points?
I got him right there. It was like literally like whatever computer brain.
Austin, talk to me, baby. What are you thinking here?
I think I like the over on the rush attempts. I think I'm with Johnny on this one. And I was looking at some other things when he was speaking, so excuse me if I'm going to reiterate some points that he'd already mentioned here. But when you look at 2021 season, Josh Allen, week 1, 9 rushing attempts. Following that up in the next week's 5 rushing attempts, 4 rushing attempts, 6 rushing attempts, 11 rushing attempts, 9, 8, 5, 2, 2, 8, 6, 12, 3, 12, 15, 5. So I think his average is right around there, but he can go way over it, and it's rare. Like, he only had 4 games last season of less than 5 rushing attempts. But he had 6 or and the amount of times he had 7 or more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About half the season, he was over 8. So that's a pretty clean one there. I think he's feeling good. I think the excitement's there. I'm feeling solid about going
Josh Allen to the fucking moon. Let's go, dude. Let's go. He's going to run it 14 times.
I don't feel super confident. We ran through all of these players here. We talked a little bit about them. I think we're a little bit on both sides of Devin Singletary. This would be one in my private box where I'm hitting the unders on different ones, but for the sake of the show, we got other bets that I think we can look at. Yeah, like I'm a little. I'm not opposed to what Johnny's saying, but it's a bit of a mystery box. And if we have one miss, we lose the whole thing. So before I take a look at like James Cook, I want to look at some more maybe guarantees.
Nice. All right. Okay. That's fine.
Maybe let's go back to him, perhaps.
Yeah, sure. Johnny's ride or die Zach Moss doing anything for you here? We want to mess with Max? No?
I'm not with Stephon Diggs. I'm not seeing anything that screams smash either way. Like I'm feeling kind of good on these ones. Gabe Davis, similar fashion. I almost like the over on the receptions. We talked about Allen Robinson versus Gabe Davis. We went over on Allen Robinson's 65.5 receiving yards. I'm feeling okay about this 4.5 receptions. Johnny, is that low for Gabe Davis? I know he does a lot with the catches he gets, but is 4.5 receptions? Where's that kind of look at for you?
I have the under on that. So I have him getting 4 targets and 2 receptions for 38 yards. Ooh. So yeah. But I like the under on the yards for Gabe Davis.
I hear you on that one. We're gonna move on then from Gabe Davis on this one. We're inconclusive and we're trying to look for some overs that hit us as strong picks here. Dawson Knox. I don't feel good about anything here. I think this is like an up in the air one here too. Mckenzie we hit. Crowder again. This would be possibly an under one. We haven't hit anything for our boy Matt Stafford. Maybe we can bring it over to some Rams action on this one. Anything screaming out to you that we should be?
I love Matt Stafford throwing a pick here. We get a half a pick as I love the over on a pick for Matt Stafford.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking that or the yards.
Like, he could have a fine game. We'd still be okay. He's just got to throw 1 interception to a pretty decent Buffalo Bills defense. I think, in a potential shootout, so there's a lot more action.
I hear you on that one. What do you think about the yards?
275. I'd have to look at what he normally gets.
276.5 on this one. Do you think he hits? Because I'm with you on the interceptions. I think it's a smart pick.
Yeah, to close out last year, he had 2 or more interceptions in the 3 final games. He had a pick in 5 of the last 7. I'm kind of in on the pick, but we'll talk about yardage here. You asked about the yardage. He hit over 276 1, 2, 3, 4 of his last 7 games. So I think that's a decent one too. I'd be fine to compromise at the yardage to go over on that.
What do you guys think of Johnny? How do you feel about 276.5 passing yards for Matthew Stafford?
200. What is it?
276.5.
Yeah, I got him right around 300. So
the model likes it. Over. Lock it in, dude.
Travi, I think the half an interception call over is a smarter pick for gambling, but I think this is a more fun pick for what we're doing. And I think it's pretty
get the catch. Only 10 more yards.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with it, and it compiles along the way, so that's fun.
So we get one. We got to pick one more now, I think, or we
haven't touched any running backs, and we
probably over 40 yards.
Oh man,
I don't know.
I just have him starting in 3 leagues, so that's a homer pick right there.
I'm feeling inconclusive on and I think they're exactly that. Like Donnie, like you want it to happen, but I don't.
I'm not confident at all, but hell,
we don't know.
I would go. You guys know me. I think that. I mean, I do agree. Like, it's not like I have James Cook going massively over 4.5 fantasy points, but I got him at 7.5.
What if he just doesn't get a lot of action? What if he doesn't even play?
My problem with that is it's half PPR, and we're subject to whatever underdog scoring is. We think it's just pure half PPR, but I just have been wanting to stay away from their point scoring. but they're a great app to download. So go over and download Underdog Fantasy.
I mean, all he needs is 150-yard reception.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
That's
those are
it.
just happening
all
left
he
and
needs.
right. I mean, I guess
If
if you're
anyone
Josh
can do
Allen
it.
quarterback, I don't know. What about Cup? Do we like anything on Cooper Cup?
7.5 receptions.
Yeah,
feels a bit
that makes
modest.
the most sense for Cup.
What do you think?
Let's see here.
I'll be honest. I think that there is a.
Maybe we do two.
I-
of these. We could do a high. Sorry, Johnny. Go ahead.
There is a rival of Cooper Cup versus Diggs.
We got
Plus Diggs plus 2 receptions. I think that Cooper Kupp gets more than 2 more receptions than Stephon Diggs, but I don't know if do we have a
On the left part of your screen,
Yeah.
it says higher, lower, rivals, and favorites. There you go.
yeah. If you scroll up,
So we can throw one of these bad boys in the.
I like
Yeah.
Why do
these. These
we
are
have
fun.
how many minutes left until we
9.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe we can get a couple of these going. We've done that in the past. You guys down to do a couple?
Do a second one, yeah.
Yeah, maybe
can,
because like
yeah.
we
oh
this
yeah,
is-
because I do want a Zach Moss one in there, or not a Zach. Moss.
I knew you did.
I knew you did.
No, I.
What's the
why
over-under
is it-
on Johnny saying Zach Moss instead of James Cook today?
That's a good
Oh my
question.
I have it at 4.
It's already
Dude,
hit.
I can't even look at
Dude,
these.
I've
right
already
now.
hit the over on that.
No,
Yeah,
from now when the game starts.
So you don't want to
We're-
mix the rival in with the higher over. We'll stick with the higher under.
Let's do the rivals on the next one. Bring that in. What do we think about an over
Well,
under?
look, if we like McKenzie, we think he plays the whole game. I say we go the under on Crowder.
No, I have
Yeah.
Crowder right where they have him. I have him at 2 receptions.
Let's hit only overs just on this one, and then we'll run that.
You know,
one in.
I try to give you a little Austin. I don't do
Well, you know I
unders, and
freaking want
I
it,
tried
bro.
to give you just a little bit of the.
And I love it,
negativity
bro.
here.
But I'm like,
No, I
I'm
know.
focused. I really want.
I got you. All right.
Let's do Cup receptions higher, lock it in.
You know what I actually like? I actually like what Johnny. Where do you have Henderson on the rushing yards? Because I kind of actually like that over.
There, yeah, no, that's definitely well, Henderson, I got 9 carries for 39 yards.
Yeah, I kind of like the 31 yards
Yeah.
over.
Oh, I do like that one. Or even honestly, the 2 receptions, I think he's going to get over 2 receptions.
The problem I have with the receptions is McVay's been so bad the last couple of years throwing to the back. Like since Gurley, he has not really done it. So I'm a little hesitant. But I mean, if you're confident on that, I mean, I'm more in on the.
Do we like
Okay,
Henderson or
do
we
we
like
want?
Kupp?
I mean, I'm definitely more confident in Cooper Cup. So I'm
Yeah,
down to.
I'm
put
Johnny's-
the
I'm
last
with-
part.
I'm with Jersey.
Johnny's so confident he's frozen in time and space about it.
All right, we're gonna lock this one in here. You guys
Lock
all
it
good
in.
to go in at Actually, we'll do a $4 bet on this one. Each of you guys give me $1, or we can do
Hell yeah.
2 each.
Yeah.
2,
Two
4,
each,
6,
two each.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, $2. All right, we'll lock this in one here. We're
I'll
confirmed,
send
baby.
that Venmo as soon as I get to my
All right,
phone.
sorry. What did
All
right,
we
we have
end up
7 minutes.
going with? That's that last one.
We went with the Cup. We're just more confident in
okay.
Cooper Cup.
So now we got all our overs. Then now we can go. Now we can get really freaking dirty
Let's
with
get
it, guys.
dirty here.
The
Ooh,
rival.
yeah.
Rival it up.
We'll take a look at some of these rivals over here. Dawson Knox rushing and receiving touchdowns. Dawson Knox versus Josh Allen. That's funny.
How's that? I don't understand that one.
Who'd score more touchdowns with the ball in their hand? Completions, Josh Allen or Stafford. I don't know if we feel strong about that.
Mm-mm.
Passing attempts, I think these are pretty close. Passing yards.
OBJ lifting the trophy here at the banner thing. Is that a sign?
Rushing yards, Cam Akers versus Devin Singletary. Rushing yards, Daryl Henderson
Sign, yes,
versus
nothing
Josh
else better to
Allen.
do.
Ooh, that's interesting.
What
That's
is it?
interesting.
Josh Allen versus Daryl Henderson.
Oh,
Rushing
I would
yards.
take Henderson on that one.
And they give him 6.5 on top of it. You like that, Johnny?
Actually, well, that's why, because I like the 6.5. I have Josh Allen getting 41 rushing yards and Henderson getting 39.
Ooh.
So
Really close.
Yeah.
Rushing yards. Zach Moss or Matt Stafford with 9.5. I don't think Matt Stafford gets any rushing yards. He might
Remember
lose.
we bet on his
Negative.
rushing
Oh,
yards
yeah,
last
dude.
year?
Yeah, hey, yeah, let's
Take
go,
the
Zach.
Zach
There's
Moss,
the Zach
dude.
Moss one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, let's go.
There we go.
I-
Johnny got his boy.
Actually, and my model likes that one. My model
yeah,
does
of
like
course
that
he
bet,
does,
dude.
dude.
I think,
Yeah,
Your model's got the built-in bias for Zach Moss in
There you
there.
go.
No, dude, I don't. I just let the numbers tell me what they tell me.
That's
dude.
it, bro.
That's
you,
it,
need,
dude.
you need to go back up
Pure-
and click Henderson. By
He's
the way,
pure of
Austin.
heart.
Where?
You didn't ever click
Oh.
Henderson over Josh Allen.
Oh, did we want that? I
I
don't know.
don't know. I thought you guys did.
We were talking about it. I don't think
We're talking about it. We're talking
Okay.
about it. We might come back to that one.
I do also like.
We got 5 minutes. Most
I do like this
Be a little
Cooper
bit.
Cup 20 more receiving yards than Diggs. I do like that.
Yeah, Diggs on Ramsey. There's no Tre'Davious White in this game.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd be in on that.
On which one?
Cup to get 20 more yards than Diggs.
Okay.
That's two more.
There. Yeah,
Receiving yards.
yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
You like that? Okay.
I like
Yeah.
Oh, we had the Gabe Davis versus Allen Robinson. It's straight up here.
that.
We like
No, I would
Robinson.
take Robinson.
Yeah, take
I would
Robinson.
take Robinson, dude.
Okay.
That's money. That's easy.
Okay. Any other ones to see? Receiving yards, Knox and Higbee.
I literally have them
Mckenzie,
tied.
Yeah.
Receptions and Higbee.
I'm just looking for things that are like criminal. Like, how is this where it's set up?
Right,
Crowder
right.
and
Ben Skoranek. Oh, here we go.
I mean, the Crowder he starts out ahead. Ben might not
Well,
get
that's right. Well, well here I have Ben getting 3 receptions. I have Crowder getting 2. So
But it's yards.
No, that's
It's
yards.
then. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I thought that was receptions. Let me see what I got yardage wise. 33 versus 13. I mean, I would take Ben on that one, bro.
Yeah, honestly.
Who is Ben?
Ben
Number
Skronik,
3 wide
dude.
receiver this week, bro.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
Van
you don't know
Jefferson's
who
out, so
Ben-
you're just kind of going
Hey,
with
you don't
the
know
white,
who
the
Ben
little white guy.
Skronik is?
No, we're not. No.
Wow.
no. Okay. Do we like these
Okay,
three?
I would do this one. I would do if you can get Henderson over Ben Skronik as far as receptions.
Yeah.
I like that's where I like Henderson.
You like Henderson on this one? What do we think?
Yeah, I like it.
We're gonna go with
What is
that.
it, Henderson over Skoranek on receptions?
Yeah,
Just
straight up. Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up to my face.
Yeah, I mean I'll roll with it. I don't like it.
I don't. Do we want to cut that one
Well,
off and just go
you
with
can
a
cut
3-team
it.
bet?
Yeah, I'd-
3-teamer.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
That's
Okay.
I just
We'll go 3 rivals here. Zach Moss over Stafford rushing yards. Cooper Kupp over Diggs with the 19, even with the 19.5 receiving yards. And then Robinson over Gabe Davis. We'll do another $8 bet on that one. Lock
If-
it in.
Oh, what? Oh,
Can't.
okay. I was gonna say if we want Isaiah McKenzie would that the +1 receptions over Tyler Higbee could have been, but I like it's fine. I think
What about now? Let's see the lower, blah, 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 blah.
The lower one.
thing that we're dealing with. Matt Stafford on these. I want to hit him with the IR on the interceptions, but I also like the 2.5 rushing yards. I don't think Matt Stafford breaks 2.5 rushing yards. He might. You want to hit
He's
this
gonna,
interception one though here?
I
mean,
definitely
he's
want
gonna-
the interception.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, the interception.
Personally.
Well, they
All right,
have 2 rookies.
Unless, dude,
They
unless
have a
it's-
rookie and they have
We have 2 minutes.
yeah, I don't like that one.
All right, so Johnny's like that one. Any unders that we really like on this? I like to go to the guys who might not even touch the field.
unders. I don't believe in Singletary. at
Yeah,
all.
I love the Crowder under, the Crowder
Okay.
receiving yard under.
Under
you
8.5
like-
receiving yards. Okay,
Yeah,
we
I
can
do.
go
I like
on
that.
that.
I like the under whatever Skoranek stuff is. I'd love
Yes,
to
we
go
have
to
him.
smash the under on Skoranek.
I get it could happen, but there's 20.5 receiving yards. I'm gonna go lower.
Yes,
than
yeah,
that.
we love that under.
We love that. Get the fuck
I
out of
don't.
here.
My model says 33. I'm just saying.
We're gonna challenge your model on this one.
Dude, we're going
All
against
right,
this is
dude,
that's the point of the
okay.
unders here. We're going
Yeah.
against the grain here.
Yeah. Unders on possibly like anything that seems
We
weird.
need one more. I think we locked this
48.5
one in.
receiving and rushing yards by Darrell Henderson. That seems like a good day for him.
Yeah, let's go
Or
under on that.
53.5 Cam Akers.
Yes,
Under
on
that?
I'm under on the acres.
I'd rather have under on Singletary than Akers. First
Want to do them
time.
both, baby?
Well,
Both.
you
Yeah,
know,
do
one of
both.
them's coming back from Achilles, and
And one of them just sucks.
the other one was a top running back last year.
We should
so.
do the under on Gabe Davis if we're gonna do an under.
No, dude, I've had enough of the hate on Gabe Davis. Okay, we've built multiple bet slips hating on Davis.
telling
We're
you.
done, dude. All right.
You guys good with
We
the
never
under
did an
62.5
under,
rushing
dude.
receiving yards?
Yeah.
62.5
yeah.
rushing receiving yards. Are we good with the under
Yeah.
on that single
I
carry?
like that. I like
What
that.
do you
Ooh,
guys
I have
got?
them right at 62. I have 'em
Perfect.
Then
right
that-
at
so you're under.
62.
So you're under. Perfect. Locked in,
Otherwise, bet,
baby.
though.
What do
What?
we owe you here, Austin?
Ah, we missed it.
$6 each.
Oh
missed it.
no,
Oh, we did
dude.
miss that.
Oh,
That's gonna be the
no.
winner.
That is the winner.
That's the
That
winner.
is the winner.
We got
dude.
two. You guys each owe me $4 a pop. Let's go.
All
Now
right,
let's
all
go.
right,
Let's get this
$4.
game going and win some fucking money, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. We've got some questions in here. I don't know if we have enough time to
It's
get to
back.
them, but I did want to let everybody know the Discord chat is in the description. So if you need your questions answered, make sure you guys getting over there. It's free. Join the Fantasy Whisperers Discord. We're, popping off in there, always answering questions and getting it
Dreams
done.
come true.
And pretty much daily shows every day of the week. I think the only days we take off Wednesday and Saturday, but we will take your questions all week long. This is the start of the regular season. Bills facing the Rams. We're getting into it. The national anthem is being sung right now.
Let's go,
do it.
baby. I'm ready to get this fantasy football season started. Let's go.
Let's go.
That was
Finally, it's back.
stressful going through that. Can we get
Yeah.
screenshots of all that so we know? Because I need to write some notes.
You want to do some screenshots? We're getting drunk. Let's go. Shots, baby.
I'm saying
Found 'em.
screenshots of what
Line it up.
what those were.
Oh, screenshots. Right. Yeah. That's what I was
We
saying
should
too.
share. Oh, no,
Shots
we
on
can't.
screen, not screenshots.
I
Or
do think
screenshots, but not shots.
I do think that I think it was Big Travie who mentioned it. Doing this beforehand is probably the better way, and then sharing it so that Whisper Nation could get in on said bet slip, so we can take underdogs money.
I mean, I would
They just
say,
helped us build ours.
yeah, I would
bro.
say that we kind of did that because Allen Robinson, Gabe Davis, both very active in the questions in here, and so I think that our bet slips build around those two players.
Maybe we
yeah,
do
I
both.
think-
Why don't we just do both? Let's make let's
Well,
make
yeah,
one
we could
beforehand, and then
build-
we do one live times.
Yeah.
Underdog is amazing platform,
And
Mr.
that-
Nation.
Yes,
You can just
TFW.
they let you give them money in all kinds of ways. So we'll do that.
Dwayne, we need to get Dwayne the Rock Johnson to come on here and do this intro like he's doing for the Rams right now.
Is Dwayne the Ron Johnson?
Oh my
Dwayne the Rock
gosh,
Johnson's
dude! Whisper
older
Nation would
brother?
get so lit if
exactly.
we got him. Are you kidding me?
I'd be
Oh, I
so
got-
lit, dude.
Oh, look at that! They have watermelons on their
helmets.
head. We might have watermelons on our heads by the end of tonight, depending on how this slips go.
Yeah, because we're gonna have so much money, we can buy watermelons, put them on our head.
Yeah.
We don't even have to eat
I
them.
mean,
We'll
that
just
would
put them on
be-
our head
that-
because we won.
Hey, you won't. You won't.
Bro, if I win this like $140, dude, you can bet your freaking bottom dollar I'm gonna be getting me some watermelon hats.
Oh my god, dude! If we do win, we got to go buy watermelon, film a
Yep.
little video.
Monday
'Cause, I mean,
night.
it's like
If we,
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh!
if we
yeah.
don't all have watermelon on Monday night, if we win both those,
it was a bad night, bet slip
Yep.
wise. But no negativity, all positive vibes here. We're rocking and rolling into Thursday night. Matt
Yeah,
Stafford
let's
fired up, as
go.
Austin said. He's in the best shape of his life.
besides his elbow.
Nah, he's feeling good, man.
No, dude.
Okay.
He said the elbow is feeling great because he
Okay.
got
The
he got
elbow
a
fell
little
out
bit,
of the socket, but it's
got a
fine.
little bit of juice.
Well,
in
did you
there,
guys
dude.
did you guys get the anatomy lesson from Jameis Winston
Jameis.
earlier today?
Oh my gosh, that was like
Yeah,
You know the shoulders.
Dude.
What are the
it
shoulders?
was almost.
The hips.
the hips.
It's almost like when we had Smitty on here during the mock draft marathon. and
Oh,
we had the
yeah.
little-
He brought out
no,
his
dude.
skeleton.
You're not,
That was
dude.
awesome.
I can't believe. Don't diss Smitty like that. Like Smitty deserves more respect than what Winston was talking about today. That was
I mean,
unreal. Oh, we can get this. Hold on.
All right, it's been kicked
Bills
off.
are up. Bills
Bills
are up.
receive.
Number 17. He's talking to his coach.
Gabe Davis.
Let's get
Now
this.
he's
Isaiah
on-
Mckenzie. All of our guys, they're out here ready to rock and roll.
Let's
Leon
go.
Dawkins.
Bro.
Roger Saffold. Yeah, all of our guys, dude.
Isaiah
Ryan
McKenzie
Bates.
Ryan
to
Bates.
the moon.
Kind of look like Travi.
Spencer Brown.
Ryan Bates.
All right, we got football right now.
Person,
we
yes,
have
welcome
football.
My
back.
heart is racing.
And it's not the freebase crack.
Okay.
First play.
Stephon Diggs.
Dig.
Get used
Yeah.
to it.
There's the score on the screen. If you aren't on Sleeper, get on Sleeper. It's a great platform. You can have all your leagues right there. They've got this game center we're going to be rocking with tonight, showing you the plays and the points as they add up.
See you later, Jersey Jay. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Love you, Jay.
Hopefully. Oh, here we go. Guess I needed to click over there, didn't I?
Oh, there's the first rush.
There's the first rush
Boom.
attempt, baby.
Oh,
Our guy Josh
baby.
Allen.
Let's go.
I
Only
can't
6
remember.
more to
Are
go.
we rooting for him to – did we do any yardage or just the attempts?
Just the attempt.
No, we just did attempts.
I don't know
For
that's true. 'Cause remember, then we also have
the Henderson one, right?
Right.
Right.
6.5 rushing attempts. And then we also have we didn't do the
We didn't do
rushing
that.
versus.
Okay, cool.
We did Matt Stafford versus Zach Moss in rushing yards.
Yeah.
And we went with Matt
Singletary.
Stafford.
Singletary
All over the
felt
place,
like
dude.
he
Looking
said he was-
looking like an elite running back.
I don't think-
Don, how does that make you feel, dude?
I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like an analyst at all. That play brought me back.
Yeah, it made you question everything. And
Yeah.
all of it. Everything.
Also, seeing Bobby Wagner in the Rams uniform kind of crushes me a little bit
ooh,
too.
I bet that hurts.
Oh
you.
yeah, dude. I bet you
one's
that
tough.
does hurt. Dude, what is?
I do like how he changed from 54 to 45, though. It's like the opposite. It's a cool way to do it with numbers.
Oh,
A
Singletary
jump off.
with a catch.
Jump off.
Oh,
Jump off.
Singletary. Did we do the under? We did, huh? We changed it from him. We changed it from Akers to Singletary
No, I think we did
for-
both of them.
for the under of total
We didn't.
yards.
We didn't.
We didn't
do
get that one in.
Oh, we didn't get it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank God, because we're getting crushed right now. Just kidding.
I mean, they're going to use Singletary.
It's already done first drive.
From the 20 to the 20, Singletary will be in there. He's like one of the worst red zone backs in the whole league. So
Well, everybody looks bad when your red zone back is Josh Allen.
it's true.
Yeah.
Josh Allen doesn't look bad, though.
Bill's just cruising so far.
Yeah, they're kind of making. Oh, there's a decent.
Okay, the first non-amazing play out of Singletary. Well, non.
And it was still positive yardage.
Yep.
I think it was like 1 yard.
Is Singletary getting off the field? Are we about to see some of this other backfield committee?
James Cook, maybe. Oh, he's coming off.
You
This is
know,
big. He's coming in his place.
Aaron Donald doesn't look as intimidating.
Zach Moss.
Moss.
Look at
Without
thick
holding
Zach
two
Moss. Oh man,
Where is James Cook?
Zach Moss, and he split out wide, dude.
Oh,
It's like
dude.
they didn't even bring in. Come on now,
This would feel like a James
Yeah.
Cook role.
Stephon Diggs
Stephon
in the
Diggs.
slot,
Gain
working.
of
The
12.
Bills are doing a lot of different things well right now.
Oh yeah, they're just dinking, dunking,
They're just running the offense.
chunking,
Clunking, not clunking.
Not
Splunking.
spurlunking. Yeah,
Spurlunkin, yeah.
First down,
I mean-
Bills.
I'm pretty sure all of you are confident that the Bills are going to be a top 5 offense this year, right?
yeah,
And
Yeah.
this is just solidifying it so far.
I'd be
yeah. Well, what we need is we wanted this. We want points, so this is great. Zach Moss doing a lot of nothing for 1 yard. Okay, that's what we like to see. My Zach Moss, my dreams are.
You
getting
always want to see a toss play go to Zach Moss.
always.
Why do you slow down so much?
Well, I want to let the guys catch up so then I could beat them.
You don't
Let
slow
me,
down if you're just that slow.
Let me tap dance here for a second so I can pick the hole and hit it hard. That's not what he does, though. He's
No.
he just needs to keep his big body and that momentum going forward. 2nd and 9.
Ooh, Josh Allen rolling out.
Zach Moss
First
reception.
down, Zach Moss.
It's all to the back so far.
We get another
Third
rush
down.
attempt to Josh Allen here.
Gain of 8. Gain of 8.
So did we had nothing for Zach Moss. Did we get the underslip in? No.
No, that's the only one we didn't get.
We actually have rushing yards, Matt Stafford versus
Zach
Zach
Moss.
Moss. Zach Moss has 1. Matt Stafford starts with 9.5. So we need Zach Moss to
get going here.
Doing what he's doing. No.
Here we go.
Oh!
I didn't want you guys didn't want that but
what
dude.
Versus Travi in the listener league that's crushing me.
Wow.
Just so wide open there.
Yeah, you don't get much more
leaked out on that play action.
3rd and 1 play action.
The committee roles of these backs could be really good for the offense in this kind of way where they can design some of this play action stuff. Because not having a running back,
Ramsey screwed up so bad on that play.
It reminds me of the Ramsey versus Adams.
Oh yeah, or Ramsey versus Chase.
Or just Ramsey.
Yeah, he messed up. I thought he was running, dude.
Yeah, he ran straight towards the quarterback, and he should have stuck with this guy.
All right, kicks up, kicks good. 7-0.
All right, so that was quick work there. We're looking good on the over here.
You don't imagine Ramsey doing that very often.
So we do have a rival with Gabe Davis versus Allen Robinson.
For yards, right?
26 yards for Gabe Davis. Okay. Robinson hasn't touched the field yet, but
all right.
There we go.
All right.
Did we have anything else for Gabe Davis? That would have I
don't think we did the over for him. No.
Okay. But it's not bad. It's not like it's we do need Allen Robinson to do his part though here.
Yes.
We need Allen Robinson to do his part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gabe Davis got you 9.6 points in the listener league, Travi.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't affect our underdog bet slip, I don't care. I'm just a man of the panel. Obviously I was very excited because first touchdown of the year, guys.
Yes, sir.
Hannibal coming in.
Yay, a little high five. Yeah, baby.
Little Gabe.
Gabriel, was the best angel. Or so they say. I don't know. You have the horn, right?
So they say.
So what do we think out of that first drive there we see from the Bills, man? They looked like they were moving it well. We saw Zach Moss and Devin Singletary both get involved. We saw Diggs and Gabe Davis both get involved. We saw Josh Allen hit the ground running, both through the air and on the ground.
Yep.
No action yet out of Mckenzie. No action yet out of James Cook. No action yet out of Dawson.
What the hell was that, dude?
Week 1.
Nope,
we'll see what
don't like that.
No, don't like that. I think
it was supposed to be Mckenzie.
What was the worst play? A 1 yard and a 2 yard run, but then every other play was above 6 yards.
Yeah, I'll tell you, dude. The Rams defense did not look good there at all.
Mm-hmm.
No, it looked like they were still celebrating the Super Bowl, but this is one of maybe the best offense we projected in the NFL this year.
And to be fair, I would too. You won the Super Bowl. You just won. So maybe you do slack off a little bit, dude.
You would. Yeah, maybe.
They're in LA. Look at that, dude. Look at that championship. Tour bus right there.
The Rams won't even be the best team in LA this year, so.
They just said Ramsey would, dude. They might,
picking the Chargers to actually do something is pretty bold, Donnie.
I'll take that bet.
That was bad timing for them to.
I take the Rams, even down 7 in this first game. I take the Rams overall win-loss record better than the Chargers. They play in the NFC. I just feel like it's a better conference for them to try and stack wins in. There's a lot of toughness over there in the NFC, but we'll see. That's a decent one. Also, I wanted to say the biggest takeaway I had in that drive, full-blown committee out of Zach Moss and Devin Singletary there. Equal split. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but it looked like, half the series was Singletary, half was Moss. So that's something to be, and passing game work for both of them getting targets. So
very true. And it's a very small sample size, but one did better than the other.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Thanks.
Did it say Henderson? Henderson's in there first, guys. Over
Whoa! Let's go. Hakers truthers are down bad right now.
Hey.
Oh, reminds me of the first Denver Broncos game with Peyton Manning behind center. And who's it going to be? Is it Bell? Is it
Sean Moreno?
Or the other, or Monty Ball. And when Sean Moreno was the one announcing his own name and the player call outs, and then he was back there pass blocking for Peyton. It was like, what? What? What, dude? What?
I'll start.
You know, we called this. I mean, it's so far, Travis, is looking like the way we kind of called it. These two offenses are great on paper, should be great throughout the season, but the Bills have been hungry and have not been fed. The Rams just got fed.
Yeah, and they've got question marks that you wonder about Stafford's elbow. You wonder about Robinson and the offense. You wonder about these running backs. I mean, I feel like every year with McVay, you wonder about his offensive line. So I think that there's some things to be questionable about with it. But then again, you've got McVay, who's a genius, who can scheme them in the right position. So we'll see how it kind of turns out for them as we get another run from the elite talent and all around back of Harold Henderson.
Putting Cam Akers people on full tilt right now.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I mean, his presence is his performance maybe has Cam Akers people breathing a little bit easier.
Cam
Small
Akers
sample
people.
size. Look at Donnie, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to
He
close
missed
up.
himself.
I forgot
He
about
missed
the overlay. Oh man, how are you feeling? How we got no Cam Akers right now, Donnie.
You
How
know,
you
the
feeling
two
so
leagues
far?
he's starting in, maybe three, I can't remember. They're not feeling too hot right now.
Yeah.
But
Step back. This is going to Cooper Kupp.
Oh,
The elbow
yeah,
wobble to Cup for the first down. That's what I wanted to see.
All
I didn't
right.
want to see it. I want to see you duke it out here. Let's get some points, dude.
first down.
Third and out. 3 and out would
Did
have
you
been.
say Dookie?
What?
Let's dookie it
No, I
out,
said-
dude.
Oh,
You said Duke it out.
Duke it out, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
what a
man.
route. What a route. Just hits him on the sideline. What a pump fake.
Dude,
Oh man, Matthew Stafford really got him with a pump fake to Higbee down the field there.
Stafford's ball game is underrated.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does have
he
great
is.
balls.
He's
he
got
definitely
Manscaped.
ordered. He definitely
Yeah.
ordered.
He
pizza.
definitely has Manscaped.
Yeah, he definitely
Promo
used
code
it,
TFW man.
man. Yeah, he
Oh,
used it.
yeah. Jersey J with the shout out on that front earlier.
Wait a second. Didn't we do a rushing attempts one? I'm pretty sure we did a Henderson rushing attempts.
I think it was Henderson.
When it was
Over-
rushing yards over I don't remember.
We didn't get it
40.
in. That was in the last one.
It wasn't the
Oh,
over
Higbee
40.
screen. So far, no love for Allen Robinson. Allen
He'll come in the
Robinson,
red
truthers down bad.
Yeah, and you know, Travi, I just looked at our matchup
Higbee
right now.
screen.
I was wrong.
Higbee screen.
I don't have Robinson against you. I have Akers
Also-
against you.
Oh, that's even better for me because I have Robinson in many other leagues. We built this bet slip with Robinson. I'm all in on Robinson, so it's good that I don't have to root against him anywhere right now.
Makes me a little sad.
Well, you don't know yet. Maybe you'll be happy to not have a 0 in your lineup or something.
Stafford dropping back. Throwing to the sideline.
Skowronek.
Chronic, 4-yarder.
What do we have? The under on 20 yards there? That's what.
No,
it
we
was?
didn't get it in.
Skowronek
Back.
versus Robinson. We got a frozen team member over here.
Pull this. Don't know what.
Oh,
There we go.
it's not
There we
ideal by the left tackle. Oh, is that Von Miller also? Welcome back.
Oh, look at that. Von Miller back in action against his former team, one of his former teams.
That'd be cool to see Von Miller have an impactful season. Wow.
Ooh,
That left tackle.
wish
on
that
Nugget.
was right there.
Damn, that was nice.
3rd and 14, no chance.
Cup with another
All right,
reception.
so-
What did we hit on the Cup? We hit over on the
No.
reception for Cup, 7.5.
Yeah, it was 8, right?
So we
Eight
got
getting
2
8 total.
already.
Yeah, he's got 2. So
That's
we
good.
are well ahead. We're halfway through the first quarter. He's got 2. He's on pace for 16 receptions. Let's go.
Easy. I mean, it's similar to what the Rams were last year. All focus on Cooper Kupp, and in the the action that he's seen, been wide open in both in those few targets. So
First punt of the game here, 4th and 8. Punts up, punts out.
I mean, who had the bet that Skowronek would have a catch before Allen Robinson?
oh, that would have been a good one. Johnny would have been all over that.
You know,
Johnny loves these Just loves the oddball guys, the DFS guys.
It's tough week 1, man. You never know what you're going to see. We have all these ideas. We think we can swear this makes the most sense. This is going to happen. Put a bet on it. We'll see. First, 3 weeks. Really
I mean, yeah, exactly. Everything's kind of figuring itself out, right? Like we're trying to figure out what of the thought experiments is reality. And so far from the Bills, I think, it's very early. We're going to see the rest of how this offense looks. Those were the scripted plays, right? So we're going to get into the stuff that's off script and what they're going to be doing. And when Allen's just the best is when he's that improviser. So we'll kind of see some of that stuff working. But it was interesting to see them split that rushing share with the two of them. It was interesting to see some of the play action stuff that you didn't see a ton of out of Buffalo last year. But, they were a team that, went 5 wide so many times last year. They were just a team that kind of just went balls to the wall, throwing all the time. So, when you pay Josh Allen that much money, you probably want to give him a run game or something he can depend on so he's not, liable to injury as much.
Yeah, you definitely want to set the team up to win, and getting the run game there is good. No matter how much money your quarterback is making, that's a great call. But Trav, you bring up an interesting point there about the scripted plays that teams start off with. We saw the Bills, as you mentioned. We also saw the Rams deploy their opening set of plays. Interesting breakdown on the backs, being that Darrell Henderson is the only one we saw. And no Allen Robinson in that first series. Do we have confirmation he was on the field?
Yeah, I did see him. I think he wears number 1. I saw him on the last play. I think he was in there. I think that line looked pretty shaky. If we look at the Von Miller sack, if we look at some of the pressure, and we saw Stafford kind of go to what he had, one was a tight end screen, probably take pressure off the line. And then also Cooper Kupp, his guy. So
what up, Andre? Good to see you.
What up,
brother?
Andre?
Yeah, points we're making here too right now. Really interesting to see Robinson's lack of involvement early on, and Henderson's heavy involvement early on, relatively speaking. Not great performance, but way more opportunity than Akers just to start.
Isn't McVay, didn't he talk about maybe giving one guy a drive and then the next guy a drive? Yeah. Isn't he that kind of coach rather than how the Bills did it?
He's actually typically, definitely I think rather than what the Bills do, but he's typically a guy who gives it all to one guy. But this year, the talk came out that he was going to split between the two, and people were like, yeah, right. Like, you've always given it to one guy, whether it was when everybody was hurt, you gave it to Michelle. When Akers was first hurt, you gave it to Henderson, and then tonight with Henderson. But it will be interesting to see if he plays that role the entire time, because he did come out and say he thinks he has 2 starting running backs, and Akers did clear medical procedures and everything like that. So
is that Singletary on that first down?
Yeah, yes, it was. So Singletary back in. Yeah, he's looking elusive.
He's not, that Zach Moss pitch play that he first had. Yeah, he's behind the line of scrimmage and he starts tap dancing. And he got like 1 or 2 yards. And dude, you got to know that you're not the quickest back in the NFL. And once you slow your own momentum down, are you going to have the runway to get that momentum back? I looked at that play and I'm like, that was a dog shit football play, bro. You should know your running style. You should know your strengths and weaknesses, and you just leaned into your weaknesses.
I think that's going to be a sack.
Donald's
I wish Allen would have stepped up a little bit and ran there. Yeah. But yeah, Aaron Donald says, hey, look, Von Miller isn't the only good guy sacking people here. It's me.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason, Zach Moss, like you were saying, Austin, in that play, he thought he was Le'Veon Bell.
Yes.
He's got to know he's Zach Moss. Just fucking take your slow ass and don't slow down. Just go, hit the hole, and go.
Right, exactly.
Because I trust him. 2-yard line, I'd way rather have Moss running the ball than Singletary.
As long as he's running the way he should run, right? You're bigger, you're strong. But if you take away your speed and strength because you're dancing, it's like when you got that big guy and pick up basketball shooting threes. You're like, dude, I get it's fun to be in the backfield, try to find the hole and go for the home run.
Shout out to you, Brett Johnson.
Travis, when we were playing that pickup game and you were coaching from the sidelines and you're like, stop trying to be the point guard, Brett, get in the post.
I'm like, bang around. I gave him an ultimatum. I said, you can shoot 1 3. You make it, you could shoot 1 more. I'm like, come on now, you got to make it. Oh, Mckenzie?
Is that Isaiah?
I think so.
Is 80?
Look
yeah,
quick.
I think that's him. Yeah, little screen there.
That was nice. If that was that confirmation on that?
No, it's
I
Crowder.
don't know. Actually,
Crowder.
that was Crowder. Oh no,
That was
McKenzie
Crowder.
back in.
Yeah, that was
McKenzie's
nice.
6.
That looked good, dude. He looked
looked
fast.
Yeah, he did. That's why I thought it was Mckenzie. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
because that's the upside that Johnny's kind of been screaming about with Mckenzie, is that you could get a version of Beasley, only better, because Mckenzie should be, kind of like a shiftier, quicker guy here. But man, Crowder, we know him to have balled out wherever he's been too.
Oh, nice catch.
Oh, there's McKenzie.
Better catch
There
than
we go.
throw.
That's McKenzie.
That Isaiah?
Yep.
Yep.
Now
All right.
we're rocking with the slot.
I have
receivers.
never had like anxiety quicker quelled than just now because I was like, McKenzie's he's off the team, bro.
He got cut, dude. As soon as Crowder
Crowder
made that
shot.
catch, dude.
Yeah. But no, man, this is the NFL. They catch one pass and they get some water.
Yeah, they got to
Yeah,
go out
it's
there.
crazy the depth that teams have now at wide receiver and cornerback, like compared to like 10, 15 years ago. I just feel like these teams just have, legitimate like 4, 5, 6 guys on both sides of the ball that they rely on.
Was that Knox's
Ooh,
action
that's
first
Knox.
time?
Those
That didn't
arm tackles, man, they always make me hurt real bad when I
That
see
knee
them.
looked weird.
See, these guys could just rip your arm out of its socket. Spoilers. I don't know if anybody's seen House of the Dragon yet, but that's the vibe I was getting there from that Dawson Knox tackle.
Someone got their arm ripped out? Speaking of people being
Or
down and out,
Crowder.
though, Hunter Renfro's not going to be playing week 1?
I have not.
Yeah, I saw someone say that.
I googled that. I haven't seen anything, so not sure we're getting that, Tyson. But if you could let us know, we'd love to look into it.
Yeah.
Didn't see anything on it today.
We haven't seen anything on it, but we are looking at my cat's backside right now.
Yeah, kitty
There it
birdie.
is.
He don't
Who
care
knows?
that we're live streaming. He says, "Give me some love."
Give
Yeah,
me
my
that
2
booty.
cats were like, "Fuck you, Dad. I don't want to be near you." I don't know where they are.
I hate you, Dad.
Yeah.
Their
I
cats
love
are
you,
emo.
cat. God, I fucking love this cat.
Another Gabe Davis tutty would be kind of fun.
Is that a
me.
Stephon
We should
Diggs reception?
Taking over on the Diggs reception, man. That was at 4 or 5 already.
Yeah, he's burning. I mean, they must be moving him around. I thought it'd be a lot more on, or maybe he's just torching Ramsey. Maybe Ramsey's
Or
out
Ramsey
of it.
just sucks now.
Honestly, if you're
he lost
talking
in the
about-
Super Bowl, but he got. I mean, not really because they won. But that last play of the game, he
Well, and
definitely.
also
lost
he-
the ball out.
And if you look at the Tampa Bay playoff game, he gave up that Mike Evans long ball too to get the Bucs in position there. All right, so Buffalo here, 2nd and 7 in Rams territory at the 30.
Ooh,
Oh,
Rush.
pick!
Whoa!
I think we got a pick.
I think it was a
Oh.
pick. He might have been
Reading
down.
Wow.
He might have been down though. Is
Well,
that
yeah,
Terrell
we'll have
Lewis?
to-
He's a pass rusher. Terrell Lewis from Alabama.
Look at Donnie here with the
I think.
yeah.
I might be completely wrong. I'm not sure.
He,
he's down.
was down. Yeah. Well,
He might not have had possession though.
yeah, that would be that. I mean, Josh didn't like it.
I get so he looks so pissed.
I'll tell you what, Mckenzie might be off the team now. He just gave up that ball. It's Crowder time, baby. Just kidding. I have no
Glitch.
idea. Animal, that over on 24.5 completions for Josh Allen looking nice right now.
Yes,
I
it
think
is.
Hannon had that in his. Did we didn't do that one, did we?
Nah, we didn't.
No. Nah.
I think we hit the
The only
yards.
thing we did was we did the
I'm just feeling good about that too. And that pick actually could be good for that too.
right.
Yeah, sorry about that. I heard a crashing noise. One of my cats got mad at me, and I wasn't even around.
It was just your Cam Akers shares.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, he's getting all the carries.
This could be his drive. So it'll be
very-
interesting. If you had to rank the things you're looking for the most, you're looking for Cam Akers to come out on this drive here.
Personally, yes. But for our bets, no. I'm looking for Robinson.
Yes, we want some Robinson love on this drive. Pretend he exists.
And
Stafford.
I was correct. It was number 52, Terrell Lewis, pass rusher from Alabama. Just had to double check myself.
Oh, dude, you said it with confidence. We would have believed you.
I
I saw
did.
Lewis on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
So Meshack, is he Stafford's needle guy or?
Always was.
How do we feel about Stafford's arm? He's made some throws there. He doesn't look terrible.
He hasn't concerned me at all so far. It's like if you hadn't heard any of the reports, you wouldn't think twice.
Right.
You know, if someone had told me that Zach Moss had been getting knee injections all off season, and then I saw what Zach Moss just did, I'd be like, that makes sense.
I would have believed that.
But
Yeah.
Stafford, a different kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got no concerns on the Stafford end. I got no concerns thus far from our big players, minus Allen Robinson, who probably doesn't deserve to yet be in the big players category, but certainly does deserve to be in the big players category, right? He is a big player, but it's his first game with a brand new team.
It's just one of those things that could be scary. If he gets 0 through, like, we start adding it up on a couple drives and they're not looking his way, then you're like, okay, it's not happening as much as we thought it could.
And we'll see, right? Like if they don't look his way and the Rams don't perform well in this game at all, then it's like, well, they need to make some changes, and maybe some of the changes they should incorporate are Allen Robinson, all pro receiver. But if they win, if they start looking better and he's not in there, then that'd be something interesting to look at. And from a fantasy perspective,
look away, Donnie. We've got Akers not on the field here. Henderson with another drive to start here.
Okay. He'll steal the touchdowns. Feeling it.
Akers down bad. Down real bad. Scott asking about his Patreon. You guys can join Patreon as well. It has not gone through yet. I did not get the notification yet, so keep trying there, brother. Appreciate you, though. All the support and love.
Cooper Cup.
What has gone through is your god-awful trade offers in the Listener League. Those keep coming through. So you can
I haven't gotten any
down.
yet, Scott. Send some my way, man. I love rejecting your trades. It's like,
I love rejecting your trades.
Bills committee looking like Moss and Singletary. Scott coming in hard here. Akers is finished.
Ooh.
Akers how can he be finished if he never started?
Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Can't kill what's already dead, dude.
What is dead may never die.
That's it.
Well, Johnny, while you were gone, did you see Crowder got a reception before Mckenzie, and then Mckenzie caused the interception?
I didn't realize that. I did not see. No.
Yeah, so Crowder got a reception. We kind of thought it was Mckenzie.
Yeah, because he looked quick.
And then, and then he was like, oh, no, it's really? Crowder. Mckenzie got a good one as well.
Oh, speaking of a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Healthy Byers coming in here hitting us with a good
yeah.
we got to hit him with a whisper. Woo!
Yay, football is back. Yes. Thank you, Chelsea. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. It's good to be back. It's good to be back in action here.
Speaking of action, this might be a little bit early to start predicting the action, but that's not the case. It's never too early to start predicting the action. And we've got a small sample size. We've obviously are looking at the very first game of the season here, but Andre saying Bills committee looking like Moss and Singletary, at least for the early down work. We haven't seen the Bills in a 2-minute warning or a come from behind situation just yet. But Johnny, I'm wondering if you have any updated thoughts from the early action we've seen out of the Bills backfield. Nah, no updates on this one yet.
Oh, man. See, this lets me scroll down here.
Can you hear us, John?
So we got one carry. I can hear you now. I don't know.
I think Singletary's weird been on the field for like 14 plays, and Moss was on for 4, I think, last I checked Twitter.
Twitter told you that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I mean, I think that's about right. Singletary's definitely looked better, as Austin was saying earlier. I mean, Singletary's been the one that's like done more with what his work.
He's looked good. He's gotten more work. He's gotten it done through the air. He's gotten it done on the ground. A couple of different run routes as well.
Right.
So I'm interested to see James Cook, though. I'm legitimately excited to see him get involved. It was cool to see Isaiah McKenzie and Crowder after Gabe Davis and Diggs had already been involved on that first series. Here we go. We got the Rams back now. Here. 3rd and 4.
Henderson's wide out in the slot in the right.
In motion.
He's in motion behind him now. Yep. Stafford going to Henderson.
Oh, we love that. We love that.
Oh, we don't
1.5 yards.
Burning, though.
No.
Again. Sean, this is the second comment I've seen on this saying, is Underdog Fantasy completed drafts showing up for people? So your Underdog completed drafts. maybe check on that. Maybe update the app. I don't know if you've probably already done that. That might be something you could do. Yep, that 3rd and 4. So we're going to see another punt out of the Rams here.
Dang.
Doing nothing with that interception that they got.
We have only seen Henderson, and he's barely done more than Akers.
Well, that offensive line is looking rough, both in the run game and the pass game. I haven't seen much holes open in the run game, and they had a false start the first drive. They gave up a sack the first drive, and that drive it just was it a 3 and out. It just looked messy.
Yeah,
second 3 and out of the game, I think. Right.
Rusty.
Wait, did we get a confirmation? I just want to make sure for the rule's sake. Did we get a confirmation on Scott's Patreon?
Oh, I can check right now, actually. It says it's finally back up. Let's see here.
That's tough when you're only in completion. 10 for 11 is a pick because of the wide receiver.
Happens to the worst of us, Donnie. Yeah. Happens to the worst of us.
The worst of us. It happened to me all the time when I was a quarterback in flag football. It was never my fault.
Moss is in right now. A little dump off.
Moss with a yard or two through the air.
Little dump off. Little yardage.
Little Moss.
Little Moss. That's his rap name.
2-yard gain.
Well, I want to see if I just wanted to ask.
Yes, Scott is active. I just double checked. So thank you, Scott. Appreciate you.
He's an OG. Are we gonna hit him with?
Yeah, we'll get him a woo. Maybe we'll get him a double woo.
Oh, maybe we'll go ahead and hit him with a whisper. Woo!
Oh, we got our. Oh no!
What was that?
Cook fumbled on the first.
No, he did not.
Was it Cook?
No, Cook.
Oh, you're kidding.
That's the young man.
Well,
did Cook just fumble on his first professional?
Oh man!
Both the young. Oh,
they're cooking with the ball now too. You see that? They spun it and then cooked with it.
Oh no!
Oh, that's out.
Oh, it's out right before. Oh no!
Well, at least I know who I can drop this week.
Dynasty managers.
I don't see him. I mean, is
redraft managers?
Do you see him getting another chance this game, or is he the type of head coach?
I don't know about this game, especially if it stays close. It'd be hard to get him back in there in this game. I mean, I don't. Why are they showing Singletary?
I mean, if I'm the coach,
oh my God, he looks just like Dalvin. That's crazy.
You mean James?
What? No,
you mean Moss?
Like his brother, Dalvin.
Oh,
I'm saying he looks just like him.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're related.
Well, some brothers don't look alike.
Akers? Come on, Akers for negative 1 yard.
It's not a hard thing.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh my God.
This offense line
swallowed up,
creating anything right now.
0 yards.
I love it. Yeah, I love how Sleeper says here +0.
Yeah, well, I mean that was that's because they were being friendly with that one. That one probably
they're being nice negative. For sure.
I thought that was -1.
Yeah, I did too. That's how I would have statted it. Stat that.
Oh my God! There it is. There's the pick.
Gets it back.
Man,
is it a pick six? Did he touch him?
Was that Cade Johnson or Tron?
We should have
started off such a crispy first series, and it has been a slop fest.
Bro, super sloppy.
The Rams have had every opportunity to be something in this game, and they keep just giving it away.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one here.
Oof. And that was all on Stafford too. It just looked like he totally just threw behind the tight end, huh?
Yeah. That was completely.
Oh, it was definitely on Stafford.
Yeah.
It was one of those elbow tendonitis throws.
Yeah, tendonitis. All right, tendonitis going the other way.
Man, don't know what that means, but yeah.
Hey, no one knows what it means, but it's provocative. It gets the people going.
I mean, I'll tell you what, the Bills fans got going after that. James Cook's got to be feeling better about his fumble with another interception here.
Could have been a saving grace right there to his whole season.
You still got your woos.
Yeah, it didn't take away your woos. You got it.
Just a quick transition to the next.
Definitely got a woo.
It's a pretty good one too.
And it was a fumble actually that happened at your woo. The interception happened just right after it.
Yeah.
Hannibal wants to know if you're going as Jared Leto for Halloween, Johnny.
No. No, not.
Sit and wait
It's a shame.
and find out what we get. You could go so many directions with that. I'd like to see Jared Leto as Jared Leto when he was playing the part of the Joker.
Jared Leto. Oh.
No, because I heard he was just like he was the only person
Method
not
actor.
to Will Smith's like renewing of his vows. Like the whole
From
cast.
the cast.
Yeah, the whole cast.
Jared
Leto
Leto
was the only one. Yeah, Jared Leto was not invited.
Didn't he bring like a dead goat or something?
Yeah,
It was like
he
some sort of dead animal he brought to set.
himself a method actor, and he has his own methods with it, and he applied those methods consistently. Apparently, they were really annoying to the rest of the crew, like not being the Joker the entire way through. So they're just sitting down for like a casual script reading at like 8 a.m, eating some orange slices, drinking some coffee, and he walks in and drops a pig head on the center of the table.
He had the same kind of thing in Morbius, and that was a horrible movie. So like he would take 50 minutes to go pee, I think, because he wanted to keep his like limp, or I didn't see the movie or something like that. I just heard a lot of method acting annoyances from Jared Leto in that movie.
So I want to see you go as that version of Jared Leto, Johnny, but just not like. I hope we're not.
I'm not going as Jared Leto. Allen Robinson is killing me too.
Yeah,
no call, no show.
I don't know if it's Allen Robinson or Stafford in the Rams line, but we'll have to
offensive
take
line
a look
right
at
now,
it.
man. He has no time.
All of the above.
But yes, it is definitely a bummer for Allen Robinson people right now. Good news is not a lot of this game has gone by. We've seen a lot of action, but still got 12 minutes left in the second quarter. So
We got a touchdown. We got like 3 turnovers, 2 punts.
right.
Cooper Kupp's had a good play. Diggs and Gabe Davis have had good plays. Singletary just trying to keep the positive
Zach.
game going.
That's
Zach
Zach.
Moss.
Zach Moss.
3 yards.
Would you rather have
Twinkle toes.
2
Moss.
yards from Moss or a fumble from James Cook? I think we're going to see 2 yards or a yard from Moss the rest of the game.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, not good.
Yeah.
You get your one action and you fumble it away. It's not a good look if you're trying to earn some snaps.
I don't
We'll see
like
here.
it
Big
when
3rd and 2 for the Rams defense, trying to get the ball back to the Rams offense again.
for another time.
Another one.
Allen.
Gabe Davis.
David's for his 3rd reception already. That's good.
Josh Allen just
3rd or
shut
2nd?
that rock.
3rd. He had another one on this drive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just had one play or two ago.
Gabe Davis already over my 41. All right. That's actually where I have him. Actually, that's where I literally his stat line right now is where I have him. So looks like he's shut down for the rest of this game.
See, that offensive line looks
Diggs.
much better.
No Diggs.
Nice move.
Dude, the Bills are good. Bills were projected and predicted by a lot of teams to get to the Super Bowl and win it. Are you guys that way? You guys think after seeing a quarter and a half, are you sold that the Bills are going to be the champions this year? Even though football just started?
Hard
think
conference to project him to come at
Yeah.
it, but they've got it all. It'll all be about health for a lot of these teams. I think Bills can stay healthy and keep rocking and rolling. But on
I don't
paper,
feel any
they look
different
great.
I don't feel any different about the Bills than I did before this game started. I don't feel any different about the Rams than before this game started.
Twinkle toes Moss for 2 yards. 1 yard. Oh, 2 yards. 3 yards.
Oh,
dude, he
yeah.
fought,
You
dude,
bite
he
your
fought.
tongue, Don Flick.
Showing some
He's
heart.
like, twinkle
He
toes
bites your
this,
tongue,
bitch.
dude.
He was showing some heart. He heard
There's an
what
interesting
you were
point.
saying.
Scott comes in and says, don't draft second fiddles. I don't disagree with this, but it just depends on where, right? Like, are you going to draft the lead back in a committee early on, or do you find value in drafting a second fiddle deeper down? Like Henderson's been a a deeper down type of pick, and so far early. But I don't think you're bummed if you drafted Devon's Henderson there in like round 12, 13, 14, whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely situational. I think what he was referencing was the Allen Robinson thing. So basically saying don't draft second fiddle wide receivers. But you make an interesting point about the running backs too and the environment that they're in. You know, if you looked at the Akers environment, that's why Henderson was kind of rising up draft boards towards the end here, because Akers was kind of a question mark. So Henderson was a good ad. Yeah, but Scott talking about wide receivers, but I mean, you can make the case for
comment
that,
on Gabe Davis.
In the same game, we're looking at Gabe Davis. That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like, so, you know, yeah, you have that, but we see, you know, what was it, 5, 6, 7 offenses sometimes produce those 2 top wide receivers, you know, per year. So I think
you can draft second as a wide receiver all the time.
3rd and 4. All right, there we go. There's the incomplete to Gabe Davis that we're looking for. That's what I have.
And that he threw that one off his back.
You trying to get the model back now, rooting on this.
The model is right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're through 1.5 quarters.
Where does the model have Gabe Davis in the first quarter?
Yeah. I mean, I told you that there was a chance that he scores a touchdown. I told you how many yards he has.
So 3, 41, and 1.
So he's not going to get any more yards the entire game?
I mean, it's possible. Ramsey is on him. So.
No, that was Hill on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here for it. I want to see your model be right on. That'd be awesome.
This would be that awesome.
It's pretty good.
Not just because Travis is starting him.
I mean, I understand it's football. Like, it's not going to always be 100%, but it's a good
It
barometer.
certainly is almost never going to be 100%, and that's why we love sports so much. Buffalo Bills up 10-0 over the Rams. Rams still have they gotten over the 50-yard line?
Oh, I don't know.
Nope, because they just keep giving it to Akers and Henderson.
Well, they had the turnover, and then
I think it was in.
I don't know if it was past the 50 though.
I think it was in Rams territory.
This is an interesting point, actually, Scott brings up. Second fiddle targets vary way too much, he says. Death in playoff leagues. You guys have any thoughts on that? Like, overall, we see second fiddles perform really well. You can, right? You know, there's a ton of numbers on that. But what do we think about that in crunch moments later on in the season?
I mean, let's look at the last 7 games for the Bengals and look at the fact that T. Higgins out-targeted and out-produced Jamar Chase, even with Jamar Chase's blow-up games. So, like, Scott can sit here and say, don't draft him, but you're closing the door on opportunities for offenses that overachieve. And so if the Bills offense overachieves, which is something we think is possible, we're drafting their players high, then Gabe Davis, more weeks than not, is going to be somebody you want in your lineup because he can be there if he becomes the number 2 targeted guy consistently. Now, there's other outs for that to happen, but I think for, you know, Cincinnati, that's a team I wanted 2 wide receivers on. You know, I want T. Higgins, I want Jamar Chase. And the Rams too, and I know it looks bad right now. Maybe we'll get better, but I'm still in on Allen Robinson, you know, being second fiddle in that offense, because I think if you look at the way they target the wide receivers in McVay offenses, it's at a high rate. You know, are they going to continue to devote all this?
I mean, Robert Wood started off slow last year. He did the same thing, you know, and then he turned it on because like they can flip that market share and they do from game to game.
I guess here's kind of a question with that one though, because like that's a fair one, but then like I don't know if that point is supporting or contradicting Scott's call here about like, look, those second fiddles can have great seasons. We're not saying that they can't. We're saying that they're not going to be relied upon down the stretch.
He's saying I'm wondering not to draft them. Well, like that's a ridiculous claim.
I mean, yeah. I think it depends on what it depends on what league you're in. Like if you're in a standard league, then sure, yeah, that theory holds more water because they give it to the run and the 2 down running back is going to be more consistent because he's going to consistently have a higher upside for touchdowns than the scat back. But if you're in a PPR league, that's why PPR leagues are a lot more popular these days, is because it evens out that level and levels out that playing field of scat back. I want
to see some stats. I want to see some stats done on like we've had a lot of stats on like the overall wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 on the same team, like how they can both finish in that way. But I'm wondering what it's like when there's like a clear difference in in how good the 1 is versus the 2. Like
How do
Jamar
you-
Chase and
how do
T.
you
Higgins
even-
are a little bit closer, but like
How do you
Cooper.
even quantify that?
I mean, there's a lot of ways we could quantify that. Like if one guy's like a true stud and another guy's just like a good number 2 on a productive offense, how do we quantify who's a stud?
Yeah.
Is that the question?
Yeah. What are your?
I'm wondering if there's like an actual alpha on the team, but the second fiddle is good. Is that second fiddle still someone you want to rely on if they're never going to really contend with the alpha status of their teammate?
I mean, it depends on the offense, right? Like that's exactly what Travis was saying about T. Higgins. It's the same thing that could be said about, Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson and, these teams that have, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Like, yes, you want those guys because they're going to be top 15. Now, do they fluctuate more than a team that only has one wide receiver that they consistently go to?
And do they fluctuate more at the end of the season? That's the part I'm really only caring about right now.
Oh, is that another fumble?
No,
No,
that was
it's
Tutu
a-
out.
Oh, that was
first
that was
chance that it
to
catch.
Tutu.
That was 2-2.
Yeah, Tutu.
Like, do we see more volatility from the wide receivers? Like the Tyler Lockett situation would be the perfect example, because the answer to that would be like, hell yeah, we do. He's a very good number 2, but who's notorious for having pretty extreme points of volatility. And he's always kind of been that number 2 over there. As where like T. Higgins is less of like a clear number 2 just because of how good he really is. I'm wondering how that factors in. I don't have data on that, but I am curious.
Yeah, I pointed to the one situation last year that I knew off the top of my head where Higgins actually outproduced Chase.
Yeah.
And I just got told that's a rarity. I don't have other situations in front of me. It is what it is. I mean, I can crunch numbers. I'm not going to do it in the middle of the game, but yeah.
I mean, the whole thing, don't draft second fiddles. I mean, are you just going to stop drafting after round 2, like 3?
Yeah,
That's a ridiculous statement, of course. Like that's not what it is.
I
but it's like,
understand what you
level.
meant, but you just, you got to draft your guys and hope for the best on good offenses, usually, like you guys are saying.
We're drafting always take a Mooney over Robinson. What? The cat's in my face. I'm trying to read. Scott says Thielen in the 7th. As your third or fourth receiver sign, but when drafting, always take Mooney of a Robinson or a Williams, like a Mike Williams, because that's a second. I'm not totally sure here.
Yeah, I mean, he's big. He was big in the listener league talking about Keenan Allen over Mike Williams because Keenan Allen's so much better is what he was saying. But it's like, I mean, sure, you can say inconsistency. Part of Mike Williams' problem last year was health. But in the first month of the year, he was the number 1 wide receiver. So if you want to shut the door on upside, like that's fine. That's your play. You want to go take a Mooney to pair it with, your
Is he
second
saying
fiddles.
over? Is he saying?
I'm guessing.
Mooney over a Robinson? Saying always take a Mooney of a Robinson. So he's saying is it always take a Mooney over a Robinson or a Williams? Because that's the interesting question. Are you actually going to take a Darnell Mooney over one of these guys? And I got to say no, because Mooney's not as talented. I don't like, and in those crunch games, like your number 1 wide receiver, if they're not talented enough to break apart from their defender, like they're just going to be fucked the whole game. And Justin Fields is not going to be good enough to fit it in a tight window like an elite quarterback will. And Darnell Mooney is not good enough to create space for a subpar quarterback like Fields.
I'm trying to look at.
I see. Yes, over.
Yeah, the Rams just ran with 5th-year pro, 5'8", 175 receiver Powell over Akers 2 plays ago. So
Down bad.
they go for a short, small wide receiver over Akers. It's not making me feel good.
Trying to pull up some stuff here. Oh, crunch.
There's the offensive line again, man.
Not good.
That's Oklahoma Boomer Sooner, big boy. Phillips.
I like how you introed that one in there, Donnie. That was good.
Yeah, also Keenan Allen or Mike Williams scoring over Keenan Allen in what is this, PPR last year. So don't draft second fiddles.
What about in the playoff times?
Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf back to back. I mean, I don't have the game splits right here.
Okay. 3rd and 14, they get 13. So Robinson, first catch. Robinson for 13 yards on 3rd and 14.
Yeah, but not all targets are created equal, Scott. Sam Mooney is going to be guaranteed a lot more consistent.
You're just off on this, bro. This is the Michael Crabtree with the Raiders mistake. Oh, he's the number one. He's going to be the vein. He's not good enough to create separation. Like, I'm taking a talented number.
Well, and I think that there's also chances that like Cole Kmet could like lead them on a certain game, right? Like it doesn't have to just be Mooney every week. Now, I think Mooney will lead them in targets over the season.
Mooney's not good enough to be like
go.
a
No.
There's
lucky.
I think he
had it,
but
he
right.
didn't.
Yeah,
and
he got
it. So many
ups
and downs on
it.
that.
Was cup.
We're looking pretty good on our cup over for the
receptions.
We need a Robinson touchdown to help the Davis rival, right? The Gabe Davis. We need.
So, yeah.
Was that points or yards? What did we do with that?
It was yards.
Oh,
for which one?
Yeah, it's like
for
41 to
Robinson
41
versus
to 13.
Davis.
We got Gabe Davis versus Allen Robinson in receiving yards, 12 to 41 right now. So let's get some Allen Robinson action. Go win.
Yes, that would be nice. Although
Allen Robinson to the 1 yard line and then a 1 yard run by Akers would be fantastic right now. See this offense line be horrible. Oh, it's a replay.
My God, dude. That was a roller coaster of a fourth down right there.
It was.
He didn't have it, then he had it, and he
Yeah.
didn't have it again, then he had it again.
He saw Zach Moss doing the twinkle toes. He's like, let me try. And it worked. Because it's Cooper Kupp.
And I also I want to go back a little bit to Scott's point. I don't want to get totally lost here. But there are situations where it's like you're just not going to know, too. Like maybe there's ambiguous situations. I think of San Francisco last year, too, with like Deebo Samuel. Everybody was in on Ayuk being the number one.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was in on Deebo Samuel. Then if you wouldn't have drafted number twos, you would have missed the breakout. And that's an exception. But I think my thing is like don't close the door, especially on these offenses that can produce the guy. You know, I think if you're close. Go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off, man.
No,
I was just gonna say my fiance won a league last year we were in, our $10 league, because she got Deebo and Cooper Kupp. I think she got Cooper in the 4th round, and those two receivers just carried her the whole season.
That's nice.
And they're both second fiddles. So
Scott Mooney's just an example. Not sure I have a single share. Of course you don't.
Good point coming here too. Wide receiver twos are talented, face less competition usually. So there's so many variables that factor, like how high powered is the offense? How good is the number one? How much of a true number one are they? Is that number one good enough to do his own work? I mean,
we're helping Scott refine his take too, where he's saying, okay, twos are fine as your third and fourth option. And I would tend to more agree with him there when you're getting in that realm of like, okay, Mooney is here, or I forget some of the guys. Elijah Moore is here, sitting in this range. Rashad Bateman, potential number one in his offense, although you could argue Mark Andrews is the number one. So, so there's definitely that range where you're between him or these high upside number twos. And I'm not saying that it's wrong to do either or. I'm just saying don't shut the door on those high upside number twos because you could land the one new offense or the one of the 5 offenses that are going to put 2 inside the top 15, the top 20.
Yeah, this is cracking me up. Gus right here. It's my first time playing PPR in my league, man. You get points for everything.
The best is when you first see those projections and you move from standard to PPR and you're like, 160 points? What the hell? Yeah, dude, that's the best.
Yeah. Oh, we got the baby in the house.
Baby on board.
Yep.
What's up, Juniper?
In on camera.
Like, what's going on, Dad?
there we go. She's getting ready.
Yeah.
Football season. I will say I was showing her
Henderson.
Football. Oh, Henderson with the Gusher, dude. Gusher.
Dude, gets him into scoring range.
I was showing
Allen Robinson, maybe.
My fantasy, hopefully. My fantasy team the other day, and she was really engaged. It was a very proud.
She started
moment.
spitting up, shit herself.
Well,
just kidding.
But I did try to show Jade, and she was not having it. She was like, "I'm not about that life."
Hey,
can
you? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, sorry. I need to get my third screen. This is a problem with only having 2.
3.5 minutes here in the second quarter. 10-0 Buffalo, but the Rams
Yeah.
should score in one way or another if they don't turn it over again. We'll see.
Is Oliver hurt, or is he just mad?
Nice. It looks a little ginger.
Ooh. I'm a little ginger right now. But this game going the way it is.
Oh, Henderson out wide again.
This comment is great.
Yeah. Oh, Cup!
No,
Cup? Is that
no,
Cup?
no.
Oh,
Let's
he got it.
go. No
Cup,
way
let's
he
go.
got that down.
Buddy,
No
let's go,
way.
baby! Woo! Needed that.
Did he actually?
Oh,
no. He looked out.
Juniper must not. She didn't like that. She didn't want.
She's going against Cup this week, I guess. Huh?
She's got her opponent has Cooper Cup.
Let's
What
see.
a catch! Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
Wow.
That guy is good at football.
Yeah, he is.
1,
Yeah.
2,
Oh yeah, dude.
3,
Oh, dude, he's got like
4.
6 feet
Yeah.
in there, dude. He's got like 6 feet in there.
Dude.
6 feet, 3 toes, 1 half ass cheek, dude. Doesn't matter. Cooper Cup's balling.
You know, they're asking a lot of corners in the offseason, like, list your top 5 wide receivers. And I didn't hear one of them ever list Cup. It was super disrespectful after that
Did
season.
he make it or miss it? It looked like he missed it.
He made it.
He made it.
Cooper Cup, let's go. We needed that.
Oof.
Yeah, if you had the over on Johnny going off with Juniper on board, it's answered right away, as Chelsea says here.
Yeah,
He did.
I did. All right.
She got like a
So-
little mohawk going on, huh?
Yeah, she does. She hopefully, I mean, she just ate, so she got real comfy. And then hopefully she'll go down to bed soon. That's my hope as a new father. That's how the night goes. We'll see. She should be milk drunk right now, but we'll see. Also, I will say,
freshman year.
hey, yeah, exactly. I will say that she so far not really a fan of work, so she should fall asleep here pretty quickly, knowing that we're working right now. So
Like she doesn't like to work.
nothing, yeah, anything. If you do any task that is like
She's a
work,
baby, man.
she falls.
Putting her
she
to
falls
work
asleep.
already?
I mean, hey,
Was she Gen Z or what?
listen.
Is that Gen Alpha?
We need to listen. There's only room in this family for one person to follow their dreams at a time, and currently that's me. Okay, so the rest of the family has to do their due diligence and do their job in order to make that happen. Okay. Then once we get there, yeah, the next person will. Then the next person who wants to dream something can dream something, but chances are Jade would probably come.
He's got to hurry up before Juniper can actually start dreaming.
Yeah, she thinks so as well.
We're on it. Cooper Cup doing
We're
what Cooper
on
Cup
it.
does.
All right, well, we are still a little short on our over-under here. We didn't have as many points as we thought after that first drive. But it's nice to see the Rams get on the board here, kind of give them a punch back here and make it a little bit interesting. We're going to have enough time for the Bills to go down and do something if they want, and I think they will want to. They are the Buffalo Bills. So.
Yeah, hopefully they do something with our boy Isaiah Mckenzie, making me look real bad right now.
He had that catch, dude.
He had one
Yeah,
catch.
he had 2. He should have had 2. He let the other one
2.
become an interception.
Yeah.
So was the over 2? 2.5?
Well, I think he has 2, and the third one he missed.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is.
Oh, he has 2 already? Let's go,
think so.
baby.
I think
All
so.
right. All right,
Double
that's the
checking
news.
right now.
That's the news I like to hear from Don Flicht.
Nope, I was wrong.
Yeah,
I'm watching.
yeah,
I'm
the
watching
one- It's
replays.
Crowder. It's the Crowder thing. We still think
Yeah.
that one was Crowder,
Yep.
Oh, well,
or the one was him that was Crowder.
yeah. Well, let's.
Boss
All right.
Nass asking here, where the hell has Akers been? Donnie?
In my starting
going
lineup with 0 points.
Warming up that bench. That's what he's doing, dude.
Oh,
Warming up
man.
that pine.
Does he touch the field?
He had one carry, didn't he?
He
Yeah,
had,
for
he had
8-0.
one for 0 yards.
Yeah,
Okay.
which was generous because he.
That was enough to
technically-
be like, we're not giving you the ball again.
It's the offensive line, coach.
We got Tirico and Collinsworth calling this game. Is that how Thursday's going to be this year?
No, that's the new Sunday night crew.
This is Sunday night on Thursday.
Amazon
night.
is going to do it the next Thursday night and going forward. And Amazon is Al Michaels.
Amazon is trying to take over the entire football streaming because there are reports they're trying to get in on the Game Pass or NFL ticket. If they
you
get
have
NFL ticket
Prime,
and they, I know that, yeah.
Like,
hopefully it's not one of those situations where it's like an addition. It's like, oh yeah, you have Prime, but it's an additional $4.99 a month because we're Amazon and we just spent $3 billion or $3 trillion on this deal.
2nd and 8.
Rush attempt.
Into the teeth of the defense.
Hey, yeah, we needed a rushing attempt. Oh, getting chippy.
Throw some helmets, Aaron Donald. Come on.
How many rushing attempts do we have right now for Josh Allen?
I think only one.
Oh no, dude! Really?
Because this is a sack too. He had another sack.
1 for 7 yards.
Yeah. He had the one on the first drive.
All right, we'd like that to get
at
least
there.
3. I'd like that to get to at least 3 if possible.
Juniper agrees.
Agrees. She doesn't like that Josh Allen only has 1 rush as well. Ooh, look at that range.
What if she was 16 on the next time we got on the stream? It'd be nuts. Like tomorrow.
Then we figured out time traveling.
He's like, because it's tomorrow, Travis. Don't scare me.
Yeah. Also, it is kind of how it feels when you're a parent. Like, she is 3 months old today. Today, she was officially 3 months.
Happy
and
day.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't. It certainly does not feel like she is 3 months old today.
Too many men on the field for the Rams. Is that why they got that sack?
Can't do that.
When you cheat, you get. When you have extra players, you can have a sack.
Can't coach them.
Those Rams hats are kind of cool.
I know they are kind of cool. Tie dye, is that tie dye?
A little bit, yeah. It was like almost like
can that be
cosmic
tie dye?
Maybe. Don't know if it was dyed with tie.
Bro, I swear every
Diggs, man.
Shoulder.
That was dirty.
Ramsey too.
That dude is real good at football.
Austin's going to be talking about Jalen Ramsey getting thrown to the ground by Diggs for all offseason.
Honestly, he's going to be talking about Ramsey throwing himself to the ground on that one.
Man. True, dude. Ramsey just eating. Oh, dude, Turf Monster by Ramsey, dude. That's what it was. Turf Monster come up and got him.
Ramsey's earning a little bit of conversation on him. I don't know if it's enough for an all-season bit like Stephon Gilmore. That shit showed you something you can't deny.
I mean,
this is working its way.
Ramsey is really good. Ramsey is really, or at least he was. He's not,
Ramsey has been very, very, very good.
Not having a good game right now. That's it. I'll tell you that. I mean, hell, if I knew he was going to play like this, would have adjusted the model a little bit.
Yeah, we would have chosen the over on the Diggs receptions at least.
Yeah, Diggs is the one that's looking real nice right now.
Yeah, I will say it is kind of funny because shout out to our boy Windy City Breeze, Pat, the designer, on his show, and he asked about like what our score and what we thought, and I had said expect fuck ups, and sure as shit, like the fuck up happened on Gabe Davis, of course, and so that's why he was able to score 26-yard touchdown on one catch.
Whatever you say, man.
It's what we have to say to make ourselves feel better.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real stretch there, but keep going with it.
And got to keep putting on the bootstraps.
I'll stand with you there. You can keep using we. I'll be with you, brother.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, he's got Juniper there. I figured he was just.
I mean,
Juniper has
more like
Juniper's
I have a mouse in my pocket, more like it, but
yeah.
I mean, Juniper.
She's laughing too.
Oh, so I mean, we're on a commercial break, so I could tell you guys this story right now. Last night, terrible, Kenny. So literally getting up it's like, I was taking my parent-in-laws to the airport around 6, this morning. So I set my alarm for like 5:30 to get up. 4:30, Jade taps me and she's like, "Hey, can you change Juniper's diaper?" And I'm like, I have to get up in an hour. I haven't gotten that much sleep. But sure, I'll do it. So change it. Massive diarrhea, massive in that and poopy diaper, right? So I clean her all up, whatever. We're good. I'm literally about to slide the diaper under the booty, and she just shits again all over her diaper changing little table. So I'm like, oh great, okay, what like, she doesn't want me telling the story.
She doesn't like you talking about it.
Yeah.
A
Is
pig.
that Ramsey? No, it's not Ramsey.
Oh.
Still, it's Troy Hill.
Oh my God, dude, Josh
Boy,
Allen.
Hill.
All right, so the
Another
sloppies
pig.
have come in.
Yep.
All
We
right.
are all sloppy, all world sloppy.
Yeah, apparently.
All right, so maybe some Gabe, maybe we get some Allen Robinson action.
Akers.
Help us
Coming.
with the Gabe Davis Allen Robinson rival. Akers. I don't know if Akers. I think they sent Akers packing.
You know what
They told him to
Chelsea
dress for the
heard?
game.
You know what Chelsea heard someone say to Nick Thomas before he drafted Cam Akers in our league of record over Labor Day weekend?
What?
And it's from Mr. Wonderbread, our loved one. Self says, "What? Are you telling me no?"
Suspense.
Oh, never mind.
Killing me.
She told me I can't tell the story.
Oh man,
Oh, wow.
the build up. I feel crushed.
I know. Well,
Right.
thanks, Chelsea. No, that one's on me. Oh no, dude! Now she says, "Tell the story." So Nick's about to go up to draft, and back-to-back champ says, "Well, Akers does play on a very high-powered offense."
Yeah.
And then he goes and picks Cam Akers. Oh,
It's not looking very high powered tonight. And Akers doesn't look to be on that offense. So it is.
They're calling
Not
up Andrew
like-
Whitworth tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
I don't care if you're 49 years old. Suit up.
They miss him. That is for sure. The pass rush, though, Von Miller making himself known in this game.
having
We were
an
wondering-
impact for real.
Yeah. Allen Robinson up on the top. Looking slow. What the hell was that?
If he was aiming for the 25-yard line turf, beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, at least it wasn't a pick, but it was between like four different bodies that weren't Cooper Kupp.
The only way that would be an all right throw is if it was like a throwaway throw. It's like,
Intentional throwaway. Yeah.
a non
we
out
got
of
some
bounds
PI here.
Probably defensive holding.
Oh, did we actually? Was I wronger saying that Sleeper added an ability to get points on pass interference calls?
I think they added it.
Like a half a
Or
point,
was
a
it
point
first
on-
downs? I'd have to look at. They rolled out 22 new updates with that package, so I'd have to look at what. I know that it was either that or pass interference, or maybe both. Or I'm sorry, first downs, or maybe both. So,
What do you think about that? Should your wide receiver give you any points if they get a pass interference called for them, and then their offense gets a first down and advances? Should they get any points for that fantasy wise?
I like it. I mean, I don't think it's like a should thing. I think I wouldn't mind playing in leagues where it was added and as a wrinkle, but yeah, I don't
What do you
know.
think, Donnie?
It should.
I don't know. It's kind of ticky tacky to me, like, because sometimes it's like, yeah, he definitely could have caught it. Sure, he deserved the points, but other times, like, come on, he wasn't going to catch it anyways.
Oh, Akers.
For -1, let's go.
I think if we give points for receptions, regardless, they could even lose you yards, and you can get points just because he caught it.
Yeah, if it's for, I think a point, like a minimal amount of points for PI, not like, don't give him the yardage. I don't
Yeah,
think.
no, I don't think you should get the
Yeah.
yards. I'm kind of down with 1 point regardless,
Yeah,
of
I'm down with
yard-
that.
because you get a first down, right? And a
Yeah.
first down, then so like that's 10
It's
yards.
like giving him the catch.
It's either
Yeah.
giving him the catch
Yeah.
or giving him the first down, and it's an even like 1 point. I think is where I'm at currently on how many fantasy points you should get if your wide receiver gets a defensive pass interference
Oh.
call.
Oh,
Look at this. The new Lamar.
2 yards. Beautiful.
Matthew Stafford.
I think we're going to see a stronger second half from both teams.
I would think so, right? Like they're almost, doesn't it feel like they're kind of figuring each other out a little bit too?
I think the Bills
they can
hit
get
their
away with.
pre-designed plays. As you talked about, these are the scripted plays for Buffalo. I think they came in crisp. And now I think they've been finding themselves a little. And hey, they took some chin blows, like James Cook fumbling the ball, Mckenzie mishandling that pass. These really throw you off. Then on the good side is the Rams haven't been amazing, so that's helped Buffalo maintain this
not
lead.
Pay for that, yeah.
Right.
And I think that much of a lead, though. It feels like it's 25-7.
Well, it could easily be a different game if the Rams punch it in for a touchdown here. I mean, then it's like, okay. Then you're like, coaches are always right about that turnover margin, and then you're like, yeah, well, this would be right. This would be.
These are two veteran squads with two good coaches. Teams that have done this before, done it well. I think we see the second half, both of these teams settle in, come out crisp, and put up more than 17 combined points in the second half.
Yeah,
that's my expectation.
It's just obviously a week 1 game right now.
Looks like
you expect to see sloppiness.
Kind of does, right?
Yeah, we're just
a little bit of a bummer, but I think you're right.
That offensive line is horrible.
Getting beat.
My boy Phillips, Boomer Sooner, baby.
Yeah, you call him Boomer Sooner. Some oomph
too. Big boy from Oklahoma, like 6'8", I think, or 6'7", 340 or some shit like that.
Jeez.
Cup was open.
It's one of those things, you know. It's like, oh, all the beat reporters, you know, the Rams love Allen Robinson. Yeah, well, they don't love their offensive line. That's what we should have been talking about.
Oh, I can see McVay's mouth moving. He's not doing a good job covering it up.
Do better.
Every day, try our best. Second and 19. Hoorah.
Easy.
I mean,
maybe they don't even get
more yards for Robinson.
Is that him in the slot right there? Or it looks a little small to be him.
Robinson rocking the sleeves. The guy getting pushed back.
Yeah, that's terrible blocking that was done on that play.
Twinkle Toes Cup.
Doing his best Kenny Golladay impression.
Ooh, don't go there, Travis.
Oh, we're down bad right now.
Harsh.
Just like he looks a little bit out of this game.
Yeah.
And we're going to kick a field goal.
3rd and 20.
Call it a day.
5 yards here. Oh, no, they can't because it's 4 seconds left. I'm paying attention. You know, I could shout out to my fiance for making me a wonderful dinner, so I'm a little distracted by it right now.
What you eating?
So,
oh, yeah. What do you got?
Shout out.
Salmon with rice and bell peppers.
Nice.
It's delicious.
That sounds really good.
We're on that wedding diet. So,
when's the nuptials?
November 20th.
November 20th.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And I'll say it many more times.
I appreciate it. We're very excited.
Congrats, Donnie. 57-yarder. I have Matt Gay in a couple leagues. Let's see if he can make it here.
He'll be wide left, I bet.
It's good. Cameraman was doing a little bit of a 50-yarder there.
Good from 68.
All right, there we go.
Matt Gay.
All right, 10-10.
Yes, so we did it. You know, we wanted a back and forth battle here. We got it by hook or by crook.
We got a Gabe Davis touchdown. We got a Cooper Kupp touchdown. We got a fuck ton of turnovers from both squads.
Yes,
we got to see Cam Akers and James Cook play about the same amount of minutes.
Yep.
Oh man, that's brutal. Cook might have gained more yards, even though it was a fumble.
He did.
Yeah.
He's got more yards, but fewer fantasy points.
We got a few videos here we'll play. We'll be back at on the other side of that. All right, so let's do it.
Dwayne,
when we looked at the second year guys, just who pops out as your favorite second-year fantasy football target for breakout this year?
Yeah, so for me, and this one's kind of fun because it's just such a lightning rod like in the community. But for me, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. I love Elijah Moore as well. I like Rashad Bateman, but Amon-Ra St. Brown, like really just when you look at what he did, in his rookie season, and here again, this comes back to, so what's the argument like on Amon-Ra St. Brown? It's that, well, man, he didn't have all those 30% target share games until, TJ Hawkinson went down. Right. And DeAndre Swift was out of the lineup. But at the end of the day, you know how good you have to be to demand 30% target shares repeatedly over and over and over. You have to be a really good, football player, like at the end of the day. And so that's what I'm buying into with a guy like Amon-Ra St. Brown. And people forget, like he was only 21.9 coming out as a rookie. Jamar Chase was 21.6 years old in year one. This was not an old player. He did slip to the fourth round, and these things happen sometimes, but he posted a PFF receiving grade that was worthy. He had a wide receiver 2 season with 223 points, but he also backed it up with a wide receiver 2 worthy PFF receiving grade of an 80. And so, I mean, those are things that I look for. And so with me, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and a lot of it does come back to ADP as well. And now let's just bake in the couple of extra things. Like we still have questions with Zach Wilson, right? Zach Wilson, can he boost Elijah Moore, right, to be at the same level? Because I like Elijah Moore as well. He had a 73.8 wide receiver grade as a rookie, which was wide receiver 3 threshold. He had a 24% targets per route run, which is wide receiver 2 worthy. He also had a wide receiver 3 yards per route run of 1.75. So Elijah Moore checks a lot of similar boxes, not quite as good as Amon-Ra St. Brown, because the easiest way to find future fantasy producers is they've actually already produced in fantasy, right? Then you look at these advanced stats to help back it up. So with St. Brown, like it's just a player that I know. Jared Goff, do we love Jared Goff? No, but we've seen him support multiple fantasy weapons before. We haven't seen that, from Zach Wilson. So I do start to pull the other pieces in, but they're more tiebreakers. But the profiles of Amon-Ra St. Brown looks good. Devonta Smith checks all the boxes we want. Elijah Moore, from again, just as far as checking their talent, like they've already shown they can demand targets. They've shown in data points that are individual away from just the volume that these guys are worthy of more. Now, will they get it or not? Like some of the other factors will play, but they're all eligible. So Amon-Ra is my favorite, and I like the ADP on him as well, because now Bateman's ADP has just kind of gone, like it's like it's going through the roof. Like and Bateman honestly graded out the lowest of all these guys. Like his PFF receiver grade, he got like just above the threshold I want for a rookie, but ultimately it was a wide receiver 6 PFF receiver grade. His targets per route run, wide receiver 6. Yards per route run, wide receiver 6. He didn't touch any of the other thresholds, but he is a former first rounder. We've seen guys that at least get to that 65 grade, be a former first rounder, and if they get to that 65 grade, we've seen 9 out of 10 former first rounders eventually post a top 24 finish. So I still feel good about Bateman, but wow, like him leapfrogging all these other guys in ADP just because Marquise Brown is gone, that means I'll get exposure to him. I just probably won't do it.
Right here.
Appreciate you being on here, Steph. You're an inspiration to us, and we love having you on here. But we want to help Whisper Nation get to know you a little bit better here. So we've got some rapid fire questions. It's, kind of, one word answer. Just get through these here. We're going to rock through them. So you ready? Cool.
Yes, got it. Okay.
Do you root for your NFL team or your fantasy team more?
I'm a Giants fan.
That's all that needs to be said there.
No said.
What year did you start playing fantasy football?
I was trying to figure it out today. I think it was about 2008 or 9. I was like sneaking on and playing with random leagues behind my parents' back.
Favorite fantasy football player of all time?
Adrian Peterson.
Least favorite player of all time?
Evan Ingram.
Favorite fantasy football team name?
Eddie Lacy DM me.
What is what is a sound or noise that you love?
Opening a high noon.
Nice. Crack it open. Favorite swear word?
Fuck.
That's too good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
What are the most leagues you have played in at one time?
Like 34.
Damn. Most exciting fantasy football moment for you?
Oh gosh, winning last year without a QB at all somehow because of my team. It was insane.
You grinded that one out. I like it. I like it.
Which is probably luck.
Favorite game day beverage? I think we already got a clue on this.
Yeah, it depends what the mood is. I could do anything. Probably still high noon though. Seltzers of some sort.
Versatile. Boneless or bone in?
Bone in.
When you rank your players, do you prefer to ask the experts or trust your gut?
Gut.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, this is a specially tailored question, but I'm actually going to ask Johnny and Austin first and see what their response is. This is actually Steph's question, but for you guys, and then we'll finish with Steph here. So out of the current NFL players, Austin, we'll start with you. Who comes to mind when I say dad, daddy, and father?
Dad, daddy, and father for NFL players. I'm going pure kicker edition on this one, Travis.
I love
Dad,
different.
Dad, Rodrigo Blankenship. Daddy, Evan McPherson. Father, Justin Tucker.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with that. I think you could swap McPherson and Rodrigo, but I dig it. Both of them are awesome. All right, Johnny, you're up. Dad, daddy, father.
Okay, I'm not gonna go with kickers because, like, when I think of a dad, daddy, or father, I instantly think of a quarterback. So mine would be a dad would be Daniel Jones. I'll go with the Giants, but he is a dad. Like, that's like
the khakis, baby.
Standard.
Yeah, daddy now is like, someone that's got a little bit more suave. Gets it. That would have to be Aaron Rodgers, right? Got to be Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that guy
he thinks he is.
Hey, he can sell catalytic converters, or he can win Super Bowls. You never know. Hey, and then the last I'll say is for the father, I'd have to go with Derek Carr here. Derek Carr gives me father vibes right there, so that would be mine.
Peace be with you, and also with him.
Hey.
All right, Smalls, you're up here. This is your question. Bring us
Oh
home.
gosh, dad, daddy, father. I'm gonna do a Vikings edition because they have been on my mind a lot lately. So Justin Jefferson is just straight up my dad. Like, that is my dad. He's going to be my dad. He should be everyone's dad. He is going to have a phenomenal season, and I can't wait for it. My father is Kirk Cousins for sure. A guy, definitely. And I'm sure at some point it will come up because of my Kirk Cousins love that. I don't know how much love it is, but yes, okay, whatever. What am I missing? So I did father, I did daddy, or I did dad. I need daddy. Oh, well, I'll go spicy. I'll go with my buy low candidate right now, and Alexander Madison, because I'm trying to get some word out about this guy. So he's my daddy this year. I think this is going to be the last year you'll be able to get this guy cheap.
this thing. What is up? We're back. I don't know where he's got it, but we are back here with Fantasy Whispers, second half of this Buffalo Bills versus the Los Angeles Rams watch party. And Austin, I got to say, a tad disappointed. It didn't lack for drama, but it lacked for the juicy fantasy points we wanted in that first half.
Well, let's get a recap on it, my guy.
Yeah.
Where are we at on some of our fantasy scores? So we are at a 10-10 tie. We got Josh Allen against Matt Stafford, 11.07 points for the prior 9.25 points there for Stafford. They both got a touchdown. They both have dealt with turnovers. Not great. So,
yeah, definitely not.
But you might be saying, not bad compared to the run game. You're looking over at 6 points even. You got for Zach Moss, and that's in a PPR league. He's got 4 receptions. He's got 16 yards in the air, 2 carries for 4 yards, 20 total yards. We got Henderson leading the way with 33 yards, over 7 carries. Caught his only reception there for a yard. Akers, 2 carries. That's all I have to say. 4, no yards, no nothing.
There's no other stat to read here.
It just literally says 2 carries. We got 4 carries for Devin Singletary. We got 4 carries, 18 yards. Caught his only target. Got 6 yards there. What's FD mean? 1 reception FD.
Fumble. Who is it?
Singletary.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. FD. I don't know.
Fourth down.
First down. First down.
I don't know. James Cook, though, 1 carry, 2 yards with a fumble. A little more exciting on the receiving side. Cooper Kupp, 20 points so far for fantasy teams. In PPR. Yeah,
Ooh.
8 9 targets, 56 yards and a touchdown, 2 reception FDs.
Well, wait. He has 8 receptions already, so he already crushed the reception mark that we had. Damn, dude. I knew he had a good first half, but that's just back to his old ways, dude.
Yeah, we bet the higher on Cooper Kupp's reception total, 7.5 was what Underdog gave us. He hit 8 in the first half, so he's chilling, baby.
House money.
Yeah, house money on one of 11.
Well, we're on house money, baby. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
House money, baby.
Oh, beautiful kick return to the 11-yard line.
Let's ride. Let's get it.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
We're riding now. Second half started off. Rams got the ball. Where did you return that kickoff to? You didn't get
the
to the 25, did it?
Yard line.
Why the fuck do they do that, man? It pisses me the fuck off every time when people mess up on kickoffs. Like,
we're talking kickoff.
Well, like the only touchdown drive for the Rams was because it started off with the Bills kicking it out of bounds, so they started on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's different. That's not
both
a good
of those
way to
piss me off,
start.
though. Like, yeah, like as a kicker or a kick returner, come on, you have one job,
bro. Like it. Okay, I got so many things I could say about people returning kickoffs, and I'm going to get to it because we got no exciting football happening. But I'm going to let go on this soapbox here for a second with kick returners. Like, you oftentimes see a guy who's fighting for a roster spot, a guy who's kind of on the bubble, a guy who's still looking to pave his way in this league, returning kicks. And I think that's where the mistake starts, because it's in his best interest to try to make a big play happen with every opportunity he gets. It makes sense for a bubble player to take a kick that he gets 2 steps in the end zone out into the field to try to make a play. But so many times you see that guy get stopped well before the 25-yard line. So I think the right call, first off, is to put a more solidified player in your kickoff spot. Not your star, not a guy who, if he has an injury, the whole offense takes a big step down. But I'm talking about somebody who earned their roster spot, doesn't fear to be cut, anything like that. And then they can make the right call. And they're probably going to lean towards caution because they're like, yo, I've got a long-term contract already.
Oh, my God.
That Stafford sacked. That kickoff return is
snap. Then he got sacked, too.
It's a 3-man rush, too. Like, come on.
All right, that line's all looking. But, yeah, to round out this point here, you probably want to be more conservative. You get the ball at the 25-yard line. Not too many years ago, it was at the 20. They moved that 5 more yards down the field to try to de-incentivize kickers taking it out just because it's a dangerous play, but it's just dumb from a yardage perspective. So stop taking it out of the end zone.
Tell them. Preach.
Hate it.
For sure.
Let's see,
Thank you, baby.
Here from the Rams.
I got some Indian food. Here we go.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Tiki masala or what?
Yeah, I think it's a tiki masala butter chicken. One of the more.
Chicken makana.
What is it? Butter chicken.
Yeah, chicken makana. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. That's the best one.
Oh, what's up, Daniel? Didn't see him. We were on the break here. What's up, everyone? What's up, Daniel Barry, official Rams 2022 champs?
7 exclamation points.
Is it 7? I think it's.
Were the Rams a 2021 champs? And
That's
this
correct.
is 2022 because it starts with it, even though they would become the champions in 2023.
Yeah, I think what he's doing is saying that they're going to be 2022 champions.
Right, that's what I want to.
Speaking it into existence.
Not claiming what already stood. Dan, if you could clarify that one, if you're still with us, that would go a long way.
Porque no los dos.
It'll pretty much change the rest of our lives.
Dravi, when you told me, I thought it was the other way. I thought you went with the latest possible date. So I thought this is like the 2023 season.
Yeah, I had thought that too. But I still stand by it. The most of the season is in 2022 this year, but they'll play that championship game in 2023. They'll be the 2022 champs.
Yeah.
If they were to win.
I just like when they hyphenate it. Makes it easier. The 2022/23 champ.
I feel like whoever did that didn't know the answer either.
Yeah, there's not a lot of confidence in the answer.
They're not wrong though. They're not wrong technically.
They're not wrong, but they're not condensed.
Yeah.
Either.
They are the football champs of some year.
The American football champions of
the world.
North America, of the United States of America.
By way of
the world.
But they didn't play Japan.
I feel the same way.
Or
World
anybody.
champions. You don't know?
I don't know.
There's a team in Sri Lanka right now that whoop your ass. You don't know.
I want to go to Sri Lanka. They got good food there.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had Sri Lankan.
Favorite kind of food? Yeah, as we're on a
Thai
commercial
food.
break.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
For me, 100% Thai food.
Thai over Indian?
Yes, 100%.
I like Thai too. Ooh, Thai sound. I might message my partner. We might get some Thai in here.
Let me ask you this one. From the first bit we've seen, I want to take some of the surprises we've seen in this game. Allen Robinson, Cam Akers. Maybe that wasn't a surprise. Maybe you're somebody who's fading. Maybe you're somebody who's whatever. Some of these things that we've seen. We mentioned those ones. Gabe Davis, James Cook. How do you apply any of these small sample size realities to the rest of the NFL slate for Sunday? Does this kind of change the way you look at, if you were high on Breece Hall, are you maybe a little less excited about Breece Hall? Ooh, Devin Singletary there with a nice run.
I don't know that it'll weigh my decision. Remember, you know what this actually does make me think of? More of those Thursday games that we got middle of the season, the sluggish Thursday games. Because I really had a feeling this would be kind of like, remember, Patriots Chiefs opening night. Cowboys Buccaneers last year was really good. I thought this would live up to it. And we still got time. I mean, especially at Buffalo, like anything could happen. But I think it's just a reminder that this season's early. It's just a little bit of the patience thing. Like, I'm going to be bummed about Allen Robinson. Like, unless it goes nuclear here in the second half, you're going to be bummed about him. But you're sitting here with a situation like, okay, that's one game, one situation, really good pass rush. Maybe you now realize, if we see it in a couple more games, if a pass rush is very strong, you're not going to get the full arsenal of what the Rams want to do until they figure out ways to help that line out. But yeah, there's definitely some takeaways, I think, from this game, just about, practicing a little bit of patience with your roster, practicing a little bit of patience. We've talked about this before, Austin, week 3, week 4, kind of that check-in with your roster and what you're doing about what are the tendencies we've seen. Because 1 week is hard to do. If we talk about 4 or 5 games as a small sample size when we're talking about players when we come into the year, let alone 1 or 2 games in this, in this sample size. So
Josh Allen could have been gone on that one.
He had some wheels going there.
Yeah, you don't want to jump the gun on releasing players after 1 or 2 games. Certain players, sure, but you're not going to want to drop
Donnie's over here. Cam Akers.
Well, yeah, I'm fielding out trade offers for him immediately.
But James Cook was in on that one. They said we'd rather run it with Allen. Yeah, that's a great point, Donnie. I think that's you don't want to be, but I mean, it'll be interesting to see, who emerges after Sunday as a top waiver candidate. And then you're looking at a guy like James Cook. Should he go kind of blankless the rest of the game? And then you're like, do I drop James Cook for this upside running back waiver? Like, then you're going to be, those are decisions that are made after 1 or 2 weeks, I
think James Cook was a deep enough draft pick. Like, what was his average, round that he was going in?
I think he was like a 10th or 11th round guy. Maybe
I think
12th.
That's okay to drop. Anything past 10th round, I would feel more comfortable dropping after 1 or 2 games for a top waiver target after week 1.
Yeah. And situation, context will matter. Like, is this guy that came in, like, were there big injuries ahead of him? Is he going to be the guy? Allen with another run here.
Oh, get off me.
That was nice.
Dude, that guy's trying. He's holding his leg a little dirty after this one because he knows he got punked, and he's trying to diminish the impact of the punkage.
Josh Allen is he's such a beast, dude.
Scott was the one that forced the fumble on Cook. So he just
I see. Yeah.
Well, Josh Allen is no James Cook.
No, he is not. Like a little bit better.
Point. He says, "Get the hell out of my face,
dude!" He knew immediately that he just got Derrick Henry.
Josh Allen knew he got Derrick Henry. Josh Allen kind of sacrificed the first down to get that stiff arm in. Like, that's some dog. That's some dog mentality right there.
Yeah. I almost said dog.
Have you been stiff armed in the ear hole helmet before? I don't know if you guys. Did you guys play football? Like, that is not fun.
Yeah. It sucks.
He's fucking digging in there for some earwax.
Yeah, like your middle finger goes in it as he stiff arms.
Dude, break that dude's finger, man, if he fell wrong.
That's true.
All right, we're going to commercial break. 10-10.
Are we?
Hopefully not.
Oh no.
I don't think we are.
Singletary with pacifier in there. These mouthpieces just look like pacifier.
Yeah, update on
especially DK Metcalf.
Especially DK.
Which is an actual pacifier.
Yes.
Let's see.
Diggs.
Oh my! He is
a lot of this from the Bills players. A lot of this sideways lateral stuff. I mean,
I thought of dancing.
Yeah,
I'm way more comfortable watching Diggs do it than Moss.
Well, 100%. Twinkle Toes Moss versus Twinkle Toes Diggs.
Moss. I would take Twinkle Toes Moss, not Moss.
See,
Diggs all day.
Flip, dude.
It is.
Yeah, I trust Diggs' tap dancing. In fact, I encourage it.
Yeah.
Moss.
He made Wagner
downhill,
Philly, and it's not.
Ooh, Diggs out of the game. We're going to see another Davis tutty here.
Singletary in motion. That's exactly who we threw it to.
Singletary
going to get that
down. Devin the Motor, as they like to call him. That was his nickname. I don't want any laughs. Yeah, the Motor Singletary was his nickname.
I love it. It's way too early.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking of the James Cook versus Devin Singletary conversation we had gotten into on the mock draft marathon.
Yes.
I wonder how our good friend Mrs. Lauren Carpenter is doing right now.
Oh, Dawson coming early for the victory laps.
I said it wasn't a victory lap. I said it's not a victory lap.
It's a victory lap.
Mckenzie.
Johnny Mckenzie down here.
What did we actually bet on Mckenzie with?
I think it was over
receptions.
You get a reception.
Over receptions.
Yeah, he's got
3.
It says 1 reception, so he's got another more.
2. Okay, that's 2.
Hey, what's up,
Mckenzie?
Looking good. Why does it say he's got? Oh, there we go. 2 receptions. 2 receptions for Mckenzie.
He just needs 2 more, right?
You're right. He needs 2 more. Ugh. Well, hey, this is good. And he also had that messed up play, right? That caused the interception.
Right. That would have been 3.
Now he just scored a touchdown.
Yes.
I think we can put that previous fuck up to bed.
Well,
we're
and
good track.
If we're talking about where Johnny was originally talking about, this was a guy he called out pre-game and said could score you points, could be a DFS play. He's paid off on that. So that's for sure in the bag. But yes, for the bet slip, it's within his range of outcomes still. I think he's a very key part of what they're doing so far. We've seen.
Yeah. And he was in TFW's waiver wire pickups of the week.
That's right, Donnie doing some work over there.
Yeah.
You look out for that. Follow us at TF Whispers. We're gonna be having threads coming out weekly. Some stats from the weekend, waiver wire, start sits. That one just rolled out today, so some confident stuff there. I'm glad I didn't do Thursday night action. Allen Robinson was a start. Oof, not looking good. I mean, a touchdown would pay it off. We need something here. A heartbeat would pay it off here. Oh man, let me know he's on the team. I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but
we just saw him getting. He's on the field. We just saw him getting pushed back.
Yeah, that's the thing is some of these things, body language wise, don't look great. And if you're in the anti-Robinson camp, then a lot of that ammunition this year he was washed in Chicago. He did not care in Chicago. And if I'm watching
I would be interested to see the plays where he's running routes. Is he getting separation? Because all we're seeing right now is their line being obliterated. So
yeah, that's true. It's not a lot of time for him to develop anything.
Yeah, so we don't know if he actually is running crisp routes, is making the corners look foolish.
We know he's not planting good blocks.
I mean, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the best wide receiver in the league's getting it done for sure. Yeah.
He was my start of the week.
I'm just saying, if we're going to blame it on the line, you got to factor that into the Cooper Kupp piece there, too.
Well, yeah. I mean, also, it's easier to throw to the slot when you have 2 seconds, like 1 second to throw.
And they might be going there.
You're not the wide receiver.
I'd be pushing it that direction.
Yeah.
Have Robinson as that downfield option.
No, he's not an option at all right now, dude. He is looking bad. But we'll see. How much of it is line and how much of it's week one and all this craziness. We'll see. How's that Indian?
Yeah, it's good. Trader Joe's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, the pre-made stuff. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, they're so good. Trader Joe's has some of the best pre-made dinners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where I went to high school was the first ever Trader Joe's was open.
Monrovia?
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
You're going to say with the high school Trader Joe's.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so one, I'm a Trader Ho, but two, our buddy Chris Thomas owns Hop Secret in Monrovia. So I had frequented that Trader Joe's, and I found out through some sign or something that they were the number one. And their beer is actually in that Trader Joe's. So
you can buy Hop Secret beer at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
There's like locations throughout the Southern California region.
So yeah.
What's it called again?
Hop Secret.
Hop Secret. What kind of beer is it?
All kinds. It's craft. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not an IPA guy. A lot of those.
Oh no, they've got other stuff too.
Okay.
Got a good lager.
Lagers.
Yeah. Good pale. Yeah.
Good wheat.
Yeah.
Wheats are good.
They won a California award for their 8381.
There's a lot of competition in
the wit. It's
in beer in California, man.
They won the Brewers Cup in California, so they won the best wit and silver and lager, I think it was. So pretty good stuff. All right, so let's see if the Rams can answer here. They're going to take over 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw, and he has got the wheels tonight.
Short, negative 0.5 yards. I mean, who needs an offensive line if you do a roll?
Going for it, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's got to, I think, at this point. Here's Allen Robinson.
He got separation.
Oh, wow. Until he didn't, then he was double.
He
ran into
he ran into more coverage.
Had him in the middle. It looked like I didn't see the linebackers on that, but
Stafford didn't turn his head around fast enough on the rollout.
Maybe that's a sign of things to come here. Of him rolling for negative yardage.
There's a good offense line pocket.
Oh, and Cooper Kupp.
Beautiful.
What's that? Reception number 15 right now? No, it's got to be like 9, right? He had another one? Cooper Kupp was the answer to all things Rams tonight.
Yeah. Were you guys taking Kupp, like if you had 4th pick and you didn't want a running back, were you taking Kupp, Jefferson, or Chase?
More often taking Jefferson personally, but
yeah. I think I was a Jefferson Kupp guy as well.
PPRs, I'm going Kupp. Standards, I'm going JJ.
Your league record is standard, right?
That is correct.
Crotchety.
Yeah, I haven't done a standard league in probably like 6 years.
Crotchety. Yeah.
So hard. Yeah,
Crusty.
you guys, we got some crusty, crotchety motherfuckers in that league.
Some curmudgeons, crusty, crotchety curmudgeons.
Love them.
I love them so much.
Got to change my team name, man.
Oh, we never got an answer from Daniel, by the way. Sad about that.
Yeah, we asked him sup. He didn't say anything.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. The answer on the 2022 or 2023 champions.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask Whisper Nation if you think 2022. So, what champion? The Rams, current champions or past champions, however you look at it. I guess
Pass.
they won the actual Super Bowl in 2022, but their season was maybe 2021. Are they 2021 champs or 2022 champs? Or if you ride the fence like Donnie, are they 2022/2021 champs?
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
Oh, another sack. Weird.
Oh, yeah,
Because
a lot of sacks.
Because of Note
Von
Boom.
Miller.
It is Von Miller.
Von
again.
Miller. A
Second
couple
sack?
of sacks.
Note Boom is not the answer at left tackle, apparently.
Mm.
I mean, the Rams are just gifting Von Miller sacks right now.
And they helped him with a tight end. And it didn't
Wow.
And if you
50
want
move
a
there.
gift for your sack, go to Manscaped. Use the
There
promo
you go.
code TFW man. Oh,
Oh,
deep to Allen Robinson?
Robinson.
No, that was, I think,
Miscommunication.
What was
Oh.
that, dude? We're just like, fuck it. Let's go.
I'm fucking pissed.
Honestly, it's not a bad, I guess it's kind of like a punt if they catch it down there.
Yeah. They're hoping for a PI play.
I mean, Stafford just looked like he wanted off the field as soon as possible.
4th and 18 after getting
Yeah.
hit again.
He is not having a good time.
Are they going for the block? What's all this hand movement on the Bills right now?
Maybe they think there's a fake coming in. McVay loves his fakes. 4th and 18.
Yeah, 4th and 18.
That'd be
That's
gnarly.
it. Wouldn't surprise me honestly for the Rams.
Crowder just says, I'll put this ball right here.
That's the right guy to have returning kicks.
It was Skronik. It could have been PI.
Ooh, got a hop secret beer? Nope. What's up, Johnny?
Canada Dry, 0 shit.
All right, so I wanted to look this up. So is Cam Akers, has started this Google search in Google. Is Cam Akers playing? Is Cam Akers healthy? Is Cam Akers playing hurt? Is Cam Akers hurt? Is Cam Akers good? Is Cam Akers injured? Those are
Is Cam Akers?
What kind of answer do they expect to get in a question like, is Cam Akers good?
I
Such
love it, but also you have been asking yourself that, haven't you?
I have, but I'm not going to ask Google like for specific quotes or something.
Right.
And the answer is no, currently.
You should do it for Allen Robinson too.
Yes.
Is Allen Robinson playing tonight? Is Allen Robinson a good fantasy pick? Is Allen Robinson still good? Is Allen Robinson good? Is Allen Robinson washed? Fair question. These are all fair questions. Yeah. Is Cam Akers?
Bro, Brody knew it.
Brody knew, dude. Whoa, you got to tell him this story, Austin.
All right. Trying to find the picture.
Brody?
Show him.
Booger Brody?
Bro.
So we're at the beach for our League of Record, Newport Beach. We got a couple easy ups. We bring the draft board out there, the results, so we can kind of roster bait, as is tradition. And this kid comes up. He's got this little speaker. I mean, I don't know. He's probably 2, 3, something like that. 4. I really don't know. 3? Yeah, 3, 4. Yeah.
Him.
I don't know.
No, he had a little speaker and he's jamming it, and then he's like going up into Austin's ear and like jamming it, and like he's really wants you to know about his speaker, right? So we're out there, we're dancing around, it's all happening. So we decided to turn him to the board, the draft board, have him pick players, and who's got the best team. And mind you, like he's full on, like he's so dirty. This kid is so dirty. He's having fun. He's not only sand dirty, he's got a giant booger just hanging out of his nose. And Zabo, our buddy, goes, yeah, that's him at the board right there. picking his favorite player, or his favorite team, which he picked Nick, but also on Nick's team was Cam Akers. So Austin, then you asked him, right?
Well, what do you think about Cam Akers recovering from an Achilles injury? Nobody has ever come back year one and played well. And he goes, nobody's ever done it. Nobody's ever done it.
Oh, and he just repeated what he said, but it was so great.
And Nick's like,
and that booger was still there.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was a riot.
You guys were down here on the hottest weekend of the summer too.
Oh man,
like 100 degrees that Saturday.
Oh, Josh Allen,
another run,
rushing it.
Good for us.
Running everywhere.
Jai, just say you're on mute. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah. Well, it did warn me, and then I tried to unmute it, and it was like, guests cannot unmute it, and I was like, wow. You guys don't want me on the show anymore.
Major guest, dude.
Yeah,
major guest real quick.
So I was like,
awesome.
Okay, unreal. But sorry
okay, unreal.
Yeah. What did I miss? What did I miss?
Oh, you so much, dude.
Yeah.
So much of nothing.
So much.
Well, Mckenzie got a touchdown.
Yep.
So you did miss. You missed that.
Let's go, dude.
7 yards.
Well, he still only has 2 catches.
Oh,
yeah, he needs 2 more.
So that could be
okay. We still got a whole.
Cam Akers still hasn't touched the field again. Neither we haven't seen James Cook.
Allen Robinson still no show.
Allen Robinson ran around on the field, but he didn't get any targets thrown his way. Cooper Kupp had a really nice catch. He's having a day.
Yeah.
Devin Singletary had a nice run.
Ooh.
Moss just had a 7-yard run. He actually ran instead of slowed down.
Oh, Josh Allen, Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah,
somebody.
Really?
Yeah. And then the guy grabbed his ankle though. He was like a little bitter and like pulled him down, but he straight up Derrick Henry'd him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Straight up to my face.
Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah.
It was
he put his finger in his ear hole, which was it was like kind of disrespectful.
That's like
especially because I saw him lick it beforehand.
he gave him a fucking wet willy, dude.
Bro, mid-game.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that would have been so much cooler if he did. Oh man.
I hope someone gives someone a wet willy at some point in a game.
Picked his booger and did it.
How to Brody?
I got boogers. Yeah, Brody boogers on the mind. Sorry.
Josh Allen chucking.
Jamison Crowder.
Crowder. 3.
So what we've
Mckenzie
is kind of a split between Mckenzie and Crowder, which is not ideal. Could be the injury too for Mckenzie, but could just be a rotation.
Don't like that. Let's hope it's.
I mean, also though, Crowder's looked good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go for the Bills.
Oh, good. He's already on the sideline. Good. Put Mckenzie back in. I started him in the listener league, Mckenzie against Austin. Yeah.
Oh, that's not cool.
I mean, I like it.
I know you do. I don't.
Well, sorry, there can only be one victor, and it has to be me.
Trying to think about a name being named Victor. It's a pretty common name.
Yeah. How many victors are there?
Huh? Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not having the best of days. Let's see where we are.
Has our boy gotten back in?
Which one?
Cook? James Cook?
I think he was in a play on a run by Josh Allen.
All right, Donnie, after the show, I'm going to need you to go back and just edit the part in the pre-show when I was like, oh, why do I keep saying Zach Moss? I meant James Cook. Just edit that part out, dude.
Going
to look like a fucking genius.
Because he just had another reception, too. He's killing it.
Oh, look at this, dude. Number 1 waiver wire pickup ad. You won't spend all your
Zach. I won't.
Oh, dude, I don't want Zach Moss.
Maybe
even
my
as good
20-team dynasty league.
It's like even as decent a game as Devin Singletary, I think, is having, in real life. Fantasy wise, he's still only got 8.8 points. But he's got 44 yards on 7 carries. He's caught both targets thrown his way for 14 or more yards.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's just Moss. Zach Moss is going to be around, and James Cook might have put himself in the doghouse, but he won't stay that way. So that's just going to become another person involved in the backfield. So it's one of those things. Like Devin Singletary is a pretty decent running back, but he's just not going to be given the opportunity to be impactful for your fantasy team. That's what it looks like right now.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
Looks like one of those danger zone running backs.
But it's also if like Zach Moss did get hurt,
which
Devin Singletary, which he did last year. Yeah, then that could actually become
the year before that, and the year before that.
I mean, Zach Moss right now has 5 receptions compared to Singletary's 2.
Yeah,
Singletary has 7 rushes and Moss has 5.
Yeah, that's what's so wild is Singletary is actually decent at catching, but they don't like him as the pass catching running back. They like Zach Moss as their
those 5 targets his way there. One thing we haven't really talked about, one storyline that was popular one in the offseason was the likelihood of Josh Allen to continue running, with stirring up. Would get these new other running backs, maybe keep him out of the running the football as often. I don't know how many. He's got 4 carries so far for 30 yards.
Oh, he did have that. Wait, that puts us in the range, right? Oh wait, no, it's 6. It was 6 or 6.5.
We 6.5.
Ooh. All right. If he gets one more scramble, it puts us in that two QB kneel, that zone. That's what we need.
Sure.
So it's good news. That's good news.
Yeah, if he can at least and I think he's going to rush again. He looks like he's had a couple where he's almost broken it. They had that really nice stiff arm again, but he's also taken they've gotten him by the ankles a few times, and hasn't taken big hits, but they've had some kind of. We'll see. It was an interesting storyline of how much is Josh Allen going to continue to run the football. I think he wants to. We'll see if he keeps going.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Johnny, we're good on the Cooper Kupp. Taking a look at the bets where we're at. He's got 9 receptions, 10 targets.
Nice.
79 yards and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp.
Let's go.
Crowder
again, dude.
Crowder was looking nice.
Oh no.
I had 0 confidence in Crowder before this game. I don't know why. Just proving me wrong.
So let's take a look over at our bet slip.
Has Donald had any sacks yet?
He had 1 in the first quarter.
1 in the first quarter.
What is?
He might have gotten the second one or half of one.
All right, we need a scramble rush here.
No.
Oh, who's that? Oh, hit the ground?
Yeah, I was hit the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. What it do, baby? Hit the ground. That's what it do. Woo. I'm against Knox and
does he even have a reception yet?
League of record. He has 1.
So looking at our bets, I can't pull up the screen. I got to go into the settings here. It just lost the permissions. But receiving yards, we picked Allen Robinson over Gabe Davis. So far, Gabe Davis got 41 yards. Robinson's got 12.
Damn. All right, we need that. We need a good, solid drive from Allen Robinson. Is it straight up? Was it straight up?
No, Gabe Davis gets 4.5 more.
Oof.
Yeah, and then we picked between Kupp and Diggs for receiving yards. We picked Kupp, but Diggs has 19.5. Yeah, near plus 20. Right now, Kupp is up 10 receiving yards with 79 to Diggs' 69.
Okay, nice.
So we need 10 more yards to get up and ahead there, but we are in the lead just straight up. Rushing yards between Zach Moss and Matt Stafford. We picked Zach Moss. Matt Stafford gets 9.5.
Oh, that was a stud pick right there.
He's got 2. So Matt Stafford's got 9.5, 10, 11. 11.5 to Moss's 13.
Ooh,
so, we're
coming off.
I'm feeling really good about this one minus the Robinson and Gabe Davis. So if Robinson can, hey, that can change in one play.
I mean, that could, literally change in one play. like a 30-yard reception from that position,
would get us
or
close.
or honestly, or literally just back to back.
The rush.
Oh, it's a rush, baby. Let's go. What it do, baby? Let's go,
Why are they
bro. Oh, push-ups, dude.
Like
From
really
Josh
messing with
Allen.
his legs.
Say,
I don't like
he
it.
said, "Get off me, son. You
He
don't
is
know
saying
me.
that?
You don't know me like
52.
that." He's like,
Terrell
"Buy me
Lewis
dinner.
getting in it again.
Buy me dinner first."
Taking a look at our other bet slip, we've got Allen Robinson again over 65.5 receiving yards. Got 12, so we need to get that. Josh Allen, we need the 7.
It's 5,
I
I
don't
think.
think it's updated. Right, yeah, it says 5 right now. Is
Yeah,
that an updated
okay.
number?
Yeah, that's 5. That's good. That puts us in the
5 or
zone.
6.
And
Wait, yeah, he should have 6 actually. I think
we
That's what it
cleared
said.
we cleared Matt Stafford we cleared Cooper Kupp, excuse me, with the 9 receptions right now, 7.5
Nice.
over under.
Okay.
Matt Stafford's going to need to get 277 passing yards. Right now he's at 132. So we need another 145.
Yeah, that one's not looking so hot.
At least they're playing from behind.
Right? That's a good point. Bodes well for both Allen Robinson and that's what we really need to do. We need that double dip, like 3 back-to-backs, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Like get us our yardage, get Stafford up in there, do our thing, steal this money from underdog, call it a good Thursday night, you know? Get out of here with no more pass catching to Knox, you know? Love it. Juniper stays asleep in this. That's, dude, that would just can't.
Johnny,
I can't even.
Can you take a look at the listener league scores in there?
Yeah. Let me.
I'll drop that.
It's gonna be all zoomed in.
So this is you and me.
Yeah.
No players going. No, you've got Mckenzie.
Yeah. I have Mckenzie in.
Okay.
But I did the rookie move, dude. I didn't put him in the wide receiver spot. Oh, I did. Okay, good. Never mind. I didn't do. I did without even knowing. Let's see. Where's scores? Oops, that's my team. That's trending up.
Versus top left.
But how do you go to other? I think you have to expand it. All right. Well, we'll have to show that next.
Go 2 more over. It's the
This one? Oh, here we go. Dragonstone 8.8.
Who you got playing in there? Who's Brokow got?
Oh, Singletary.
Ooh, okay.
He has Let's Ride, Russell. Joe Mixon. Tyler Boyd Lockett. Ooh. Oh, he's got Sutton.
Tonight's game's got Singletary going, though.
Yeah.
Who else got action in tonight's game?
Me with 0 points right there with
Oh, Big Travie.
versing
Putting up
Akers.
some points.
Yep, I'm versing him and I have 0 points. Oh, 25.
Oh, we got a gusher here.
What just happened right now?
I don't know. But
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
there it is.
Oh, no. Gabe
That's what
Davis.
happened. Down to the
Gabe
5-yard
Davis
line.
for a bomb,
Big play.
dude. Big play right there. What was that? A gusher. 47-yard catch.
Gabe Davis.
From who?
Gabe Davis.
Oh,
Davis.
broke the model.
Yep.
Yep,
Broke the
25
model. Model's broken.
It's broken.
Shitter's broken. Speaking
This
of
is why you
shitter,
don't
dude.
draft second fiddlers.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I've been waiting.
Bro,
That's good.
bro,
Would it be even better if Robinson hits?
Bro, that's
If
a
Robinson
beta,
could hit and then you could victory lap Scott on that, that would be good.
it's a beta move, dude.
Another rush.
Oh yeah, another rush, baby.
Ooh, you got hit pretty hard. But it's Josh Allen.
Come on, put in Isaiah McKenzie. Let's get him another tutty. Tricky. Josh Allen with the
He's
QB
trying to leap
keeper.
from the 5 right there.
Tough hit, man. Not stoked about that.
Is McKenzie in? Oh yeah. Oh no, Crowder. Oh yeah.
Another rush. No.
Diggs dropped it.
No, come on,
Oh,
Allen.
Ramsey.
Run it in.
Allen.
Ramsey showed up. Just the rumors of his demise were exaggerated.
Oh, bro, dude, he could have
He had a
had
touchdown.
that. He had a touchdown. Run it, Allen. Oh no, he
Maybe
actually
not a touchdown,
was that
but
even?
he had
I mean,
I don't even know if Ramsey did anything there. Did he?
I mean, he said, "Woo." That's what he said.
He almost fell down again. For
This
sure.
close, dude. Big
Knox
Travi
in
away.
motion.
Oh, I don't like that, dude. Oh, run!
No, yeah.
Run! Let's go! Let's go! Let's
Touchdown.
go! Yes! Josh Allen rushing touchdown. What it do, baby? Let's go, dude. The model's not broken for Josh Allen. Let's go.
Josh Allen doing Josh Allen-like things.
Yes, he
Yes,
is.
for sure.
Oh, bro, I love seeing the bracket
Bobby
on
Wagner
Knox.
also. Bobby Wagner can't stop me.
Yep, that's over the plane. I love how they're showing this, but it's like, bro, he like clearly fell forward and like definitely in there. Let's go. What it do, baby?
Want to not show replays, Johnny?
No, I'm saying
show
they were highlighting the fact that he was stopped, but he wasn't. They were replaying to see if he had broken the plane, but it was clear and
Gabe
obvious.
Davis.
Yeah, dude.
Finally, that deep option position.
You win some, you lose some. You know what I mean?
Emmanuel Sanders last year.
Mm-hmm.
He looks better than Emmanuel Sanders did last year.
Oh, yeah.
You all look better than Emmanuel Sanders did last year. I'll say that. Welcome to Thursday Night Football. Let's ride.
Let's
Emmanuel
ride.
Sanders was all right last year. Started pretty good.
What?
Emmanuel Sanders was all right last year.
Oh, yeah, no. Shout out to him.
Just retired.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. He put out a hype video on Instagram. Caught my eye. Watched it. Teared up a little
What was he
bit.
hyping?
Teared up a little bit because I didn't realize how many teams he played for.
That made you tear up?
Yeah, because I was like, this guy's a legend. Just for the number of quarterbacks he's played for.
How many
Bro,
quarterbacks do you have?
It was like 6. I don't know. I don't know if that is accurate. But it was like Steelers, Broncos, 49ers, Bills, and Saints. So, yeah, 6. Look at that, bro. Look at that.
What up, ML? Johnny doing a hangover bit? That's a little Zach Galifianakis. Yeah. Carlos, baby Carlos.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No jacking your table. No jacking your little weenus at the table, Carlos.
I did say that to Jay. I was like, that's the only thing, with not having a boy. And she's like, oh my gosh, you did not just say that. I was like, actually, I did because it's funny.
Actually,
she's like, you would think it's funny. Typical guy. I was like, no, not typical guy. Typical good humor, because that shit was funny.
Bro, nothing hits like that fourth quarter Red Bull, huh, Austin? Says it's coming, dude. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's
Bro, Sunday night football. Buccaneers, Cowboys.
Little stat they had before the game. Tom Brady has never lost to the Dallas Cowboys.
Stat that.
Tom Brady's never lost to the Cowboys.
That's what they said. And they pay those NBC people a lot of money to look that stuff up.
I mean, he hasn't played him that many times. Like, he's probably played him like 7 or 8 times.
Yeah, because once you're in the AFC, it's like once every 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I put out a tweet today on Twitter.
Stat
that said, yeah, stat that.
On
that
Twitter?
said,
You put a tweet out on Twitter? Nice.
Yeah. This is great. This is wild. College sophomores, think about that. College sophomores have never seen an NFL where Tom Brady is not the quarterback. Yeah, believe it. Stat that, dude.
I mean, there's 30-year-old.
First of all, I love how Johnny's like, he tells you to think about it. College sophomores, think about it. Okay, think about that.
Yeah,
for a second.
dude, I'm just saying.
Like,
put yourself
yeah,
in that
I've grasped that part. College sophomore.
I mean,
Sophomore isn't like a wise fool. Isn't that what sophomore means?
Okay,
year.
We could all
Just thinking about it. You told us to think about it. I'm thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
I don't hear my thoughts.
so we can all put ourselves into that state of mind and reference when we were sophomores. Wasn't
like
that
20?
long ago?
Well, no, I graduated when I was
22.
Yeah, I graduated when I
22
was 31.
I
So
never
I was
made
a
it to
sophomore when I
college
was
sophomore. I was only
28,
All
29.
right, all right.
I was a sophomore when I was 28,
Okay.
29.
I was 18 when I was a sophomore.
Okay.
Like it's all over the place, Johnny. What do you mean?
Wow.
Whoa.
What is
Oh, is it
this?
Akers?
Backwards. Can he
That
get
was a
no?
Wagner.
And it's back to 0.
OBJ,
It's a
dude.
run too. It's not even a. It's. I don't even get the point for the
Dude,
pass. There was a
This is for the
backward pass.
that's for the bit, dude. That is
God damn
amazing.
it. He
That
made
was a
someone miss.
run. Hey, no, that's
He
actually
literally
kind of.
turned around and threw it to Akers.
But that counts as a rush, dude.
Yeah,
So
it's a
that's
run.
good.
So I don't even get the point
Yeah, that's what
for
Donnie was saying, yeah.
PPR.
Yeah.
Can I get some just a little bit of Robinson?
Oh, another
Sprinkle it in
Cooper
here.
Kupp.
We
I know.
need-
Well, that's what we're saying. We just need back-to-back. Just quick darts, dude.
Yeah, that 40
AR.
yard. Yeah, 40 yarder from
I know that did
Gabe
not,
Davis wasn't ideal for that rival bet. But let's see what we can get here out of Robinson. 10 receptions for Cooper Kupp, dude.
Look
Jesus.
at that. Would you just look at that? Look at Sean McVay yoked out of his mind.
He's like, I just got a fucking extension until 2026, and this is what you guys are doing for me right now.
He's chilling.
I haven't had a carb since 2004.
That's classic.
Oh,
Dude, he's not even
Oh,
looking his way, dude. Higby. He's not
Robinson
even
must
looking.
have
Oh no!
said something about his wife or something.
I know. He was like, Robinson was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be your next war daddy," and he's like, "Don't you ever try to take that name, ever. You hear me?" And dude, and as a result, he's not giving him any targets.
First and 10 here for the
Oh, come on,
Rams.
this is AR.
Oh no!
Oh,
big
Kupp
off
fucked
the
up
tips.
there.
Might have been a
What are
bad
you
throw though.
doing?
I'd like to see the replay because he can't. But yeah, he tipped it
Oh,
up.
great. But also, this is boding well for our Matthew Stafford passing yards. He's going to definitely have to come back now, down
Yeah.
14.
He had
Let's
to come
go
back
for that.
before
That
this.
was in both his
And
hands.
he had the ball.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but now it'll probably
No, but this is even better, dude. This is even
Yes.
better. Okay?
exactly more
Taking a
urgency,
possession
more
away from the guy we need is better.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just pissed
Right.
because Akers was finally in there for like two plays
Listen.
in a row.
College
Okay.
sophomores. Think about
I
it.
was-
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it. Just-
I
So I was 28 when I was a sophomore, and Austin was 18 when he was a sophomore.
So ipso facto, Austin is 18 years younger than you.
Yes,
I'm
10
saying
years.
the average
I am
the
53
average person
years old.
the average person Okay, you know what? This is unbelievable. You know what?
What?
Stat that, okay? Go and stat that because
Oh,
saying
you
I
stat
Googled-
it, dude.
I Googled
I don't care.
average age of a 22-year-old.
Wait, what?
An average age of a 22-year-old.
No, no, I
Spoiler,
said-
it's
no, no, I
22.
I said
Think about it.
what is-
Okay, think
what
about it. Dude.
I said, what is the age at the age of
The average
22?
22-year-old is
Oh.
22.
No, I said, yeah. I said, what is the age that the average person that's 22
Look at ML
is in
says,
college?
I still can't conceptualize this college sophomore that you guys are talking about. I'm thinking and thinking.
Maybe that's
Pass
why I
the
didn't
vibe
get any.
check.
Oh, ML
ML passes the vibe check.
Bro.
Oh, man.
I
Anyways,
was
shout
Googling
out to
I
all
was
of the
sitting
college
there
sophomores out
Googling-
there.
the average age of a 22-year-old.
Wait, that's what so you're Johnny. You're telling me the average sophomore is 22 years old?
You know, it doesn't matter.
According
what
to
age they are.
Google.
Why didn't you
For
just
college
say, imagine being
sophomores,
22 years old?
Imagine it. Think about it.
I did.
No, you
That's what I
didn't.
said.
This is the first time we're hearing 22. You're 26. You're 28, 18.
Unbelievable. You
Those are
did not
numbers we
hear
toss
me
around.
then. You
I
didn't hear me
I don't
then.
think you said it, brother.
I did. I said,
No.
put yourself in the position
We got-
when you
we
were
got-
22 years old. It
No,
wasn't
when we
that
were a
far-
sophomore in college. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Which is 22.
you know-
I said 22.
Either way, whatever age,
You
whatever.
can't say it's 22 now and then be
So-
like, I said it then.
Bro.
I said it then.
YouTube stores
So-
this, man.
Whatever age those sophomores
Yeah.
are,
Go.
they could use Manscaped, and I think they could use the code. What is that, Travi? What's the
Promo
code out
code
there?
TFWMAN, TFW man
Yeah.
for 20% off plus free shipping with that promo code TFW man at manscaped.com. Do it now.
Manscaped is great. I would
Great
not
product.
watch their stuff on
I
a
got one
show
right
that we
here.
love making so much.
can
Like,
we
their
get it?
stuff
Where?
is awesome.
Been shaving
Manscaped
right
is
now.
really good. TFW man. The boxers are actually really good, and I don't wear boxers.
I
go.
agree, their
I
shirt
go
is good.
commando. I go commando 98% of the time.
Wow.
But they're boxers. They're like briefs, super soft, and
boxer briefs guy.
they're elite. Yeah,
Elite.
they are elite.
Elite.
I haven't
You put
used
them in
the
the-
nail
ooh.
clippers. I haven't used the other trimmers, like the scissors and things. I haven't used those.
Did he went side-eye throw like that? Is
Yeah,
that
he
what
like
that was?
wasn't
Yeah,
looking at it.
dude.
It was still
Oh.
a good pass. It was still a good pass.
Oh yeah, it was decent. I mean, it wasn't great. It was
hit
above
both
the cup.
hands,
I mean,
but-
it was no
I mean-
Mahomes. You know, it was no Mahomes, but you know,
I mean,
what are we gonna do?
another
Oh, another
run.
rush,
There we
baby!
go.
Yes, let's
I don't
go.
like-
Rams
Oh.
offense struggles is more about bad offense or great defense? That's a great question from Andre Silva. What would you have to guess here, Austin?
This Rams offense struggles more about bad offense or great defense.
Combination.
I'm thinking. I certainly think the Bills' defense has been solid. We expected them to be very good, and I don't think they've shown us any reason they aren't. Von Miller has had an immediate impact for this pass rush. With that said, I think the Rams' offense hasn't been doing themselves very much favors at all. I haven't seen much out of their run game at this point. That's gotten me excited. Cooper Kupp looks cool. That connection with Stafford looks real, but we haven't really seen much out of anybody else.
Oh, wheel route. Oh, dude, Mckenzie was open.
Oh,
So was Diggs.
oh my
Oh, dude.
God, you suck, Ramsey.
Ramsey is just getting.
He was like 8 yards off. Like, where was he?
Dude, Josh Allen is going nuclear right now, right? He's got to be
I
like.
gotta see this.
Dude, he
like-
got tore.
That was a
up.
touchdown, right? He wasn't like
Yeah.
that before.
Was
Okay.
it like a slanting up or something like that? What did he jump on? Like, what? Let's see here.
I think they ran double wheel routes on the outside.
Let's see here. He's
Oh,
gonna
it
have
was
to do
just
a
a
double
go.
move.
Dude,
Not
it
even a
was
double
just a
move. He
go.
didn't even double move him.
What was
What were you
Ramsey
thinking,
doing,
Ramsey?
dude?
Dude, Ramsey had some extra gas there at the end, though. He caught up
What
pretty
a-
quick.
What a truck, dude.
He wouldn't have had to if he played it correctly, but
Exactly, but
yeah,
exactly.
He wanted to look better.
yeah. Jesus.
Wow.
Rams line is trash. ML says Diggs.
Bro, that was a super gusher.
It looked at first that he was throwing it away, and it just went right to him. It's crazy.
Yeah, Josh
Well-
Allen right now with 36 points in 6-point passing touchdown leagues at 297 yards, 3 touchdowns, a couple of picks, 8 carries, 44 yards, and another touchdown.
36 more points than Cam Akers and 35 more than Allen Robinson.
Wow.
So really just doing the thing tonight.
Yeah. Well, he was the #1 overall projected pick in ADP for Superflex leagues, and it's looking like if you had the first pick, you're happy.
If you took him.
If you took him.
Diggs solid.
So it'll be nice to see what he ends up with. And then if we think that will be the #1 overall QB performance on the week.
Yeah.
Because there's still a possibility for one of those
Let's
You know,
not
four
forget.
tutty games.
Geno
So I-
Smith, Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Geno
dude.
Smith is yet to
Look
play.
out
Hey,
for it. I am playing
Kirk-
him in one of my Superflex leagues because my 2 other quarterbacks were Zach Wilson and Kenny Pickett.
Kirk Cousins, dude.
That's
About
bad.
to throw 4 tutties, dude.
In the next 3
all
games.
to Justin
Potentially, yeah.
Jefferson. All to Justin Jefferson.
We will see. Any I mean obviously that one. What's the other bet slip we have? The non Gabe Davis, Allen Robinson one. Do we have one of those?
Well, Yeah,
Not really.
We've
The other
we've
one's got an Allen Robinson thing in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, in that one, and we need we've got 2 out of 5 in that one thus far. We've got Cooper Kupp's over 7.5 receptions, got 10 so far. We've got over Josh Allen 6.5 rushing attempts. He's got 8. We are behind still on Allen Robinson's 65.5 receiving yards. He's got 12. Ooh. We are at 2 receptions for Isaiah McKenzie. He needs 4.
Okay.
And we're at 153 passing yards for Stafford. We need 277.
All right, that one's still in play. We
124 passing yards for Stafford.
All of them to Robinson.
All the Robinson right here on this series.
124 yards on this drive.
Yep.
Possible. Throw sack.
54 yards to Robinson. That's what we need. That's gonna and 2 more catches to McKenzie. I think the McKenzie one's looking tough, dude. Because why would
Buffalo's kind of cruising here.
Yeah,
we need some action out of the Rams, and we need it both ways, right? So we need them to push McKenzie too. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Bills have punted. Jennifer's asking.
Yeah, they did punt.
Earlier on,
I think, right? Yeah. Remember, it was only 10-10 at the half, so it wasn't like. But again, like we were talking about, so now we're looking at it was. I think it was a 52.5 point over. We're at 41, so another 11 points in this game. So
we said we expected at the second half of this game both of these squads to come out looking sharper. One team definitely has.
Yes. And the other definitely has not. Oh, the Rams are down bad right now. 21 points, but they are a team that can overcome this. They do have the best wide receiver coming off the best wide receiver season. Oh my God.
And then Higbee looks away before
a better play.
Wow. Like a doinker right off the shoulder.
Dude, that's the definition of a doinker.
Yeah, that was.
I'm not really a fan of these tight ends out wide throwing them screens. I'm okay with tight end screens close to the line.
Oh,
if you're going to throw a screen to a player.
Oh, sorry for the millennial play over here, Donnie.
No, Donnie, why is that?
Well, if you're going to throw a screen to a player out wide with open field, don't you want a faster, more athletic player than a tight end? If you want someone to get you,
like if you're going to throw somebody that ball, why him?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because he hates Allen Robinson.
You don't expect it because you don't. Yeah, exactly. Also,
that was offsides. Yeah. Von Miller
did you all expect him to get a screen pass right like at all in this game? Nope.
I mean, they call false start. Did closer to the line of scrimmage though.
They did. It's false start on Skowronek, dude. Johnny's boy.
Oh man, bench him.
So we shouldn't overreact after less than barely over 3/4 of football. But if we were going to overreact,
Bills
sell.
How would we be overreacting?
Bills Super Bowl champs
selling Robinson or
Robinson and Akers or Akers droppable. No, just kidding. He's not.
I mean,
Cooper Kupp.
He will be dropped. I guarantee you, people are going to drop Akers this week.
Oh, probably yeah. Cooper Kupp.
I don't know what's supposed to give you confidence from Akers in this game at all.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess you could just say maybe Akers is the handcuff now.
You're not going to drop Akers.
Handcuff you draft,
or they're just being safer with him with his Achilles. He didn't go on the pup, but he's kind of on a little pup.
You want to know what it is?
Pup?
Yeah,
the preemie pup.
Exactly.
You know what it's called? The dead zone. Claims another running back, dude.
What the hell's happening over here?
Whoa, dude.
Oh, dude.
That's a real grenade, Brock. Be careful. Oh,
that's a pro.
What the hell, dude? Are these Bills fans? Remember, Bills fans throw those
dildos
on the field, man.
No, yeah, they were trying. Hey, it was a gender reveal party.
Andre back when you have Donnie.
And we just all attended.
The only way to this screen tight,
Pitts. I would throw that screen to Pitts for sure.
Well, Pitts is
Kittle. I would do Kittle, Waller.
Kelsey definitely beat the Chargers on a tight end screen last year on Thursday night.
Yeah, that's true.
Was it out wide?
Kittle,
or was it
Kittle would not.
That's a great question. I don't remember if it was in line or out wide or not.
That's a good one. How people are going to drop James Cooks, folks.
And we talked about that too.
Is that a bad drop?
Yeah.
Right.
No, based on the usage now, it will depend on who you're dropping for, as always. And we'll talk about this on the waiver show next week. I believe we've got Andrew Erickson from Fantasy Pros.
nice.
Oh, let's
So we'll
go.
be talking a little bit about who to drop, who to keep on the roster, and what, gems are going to become. I mean, nobody really in this game has picked up as a waiver wire picker. Maybe a Mckenzie a little bit. You talk about
Zach Moss, and
who we put on there.
Zach Moss,
Moss,
dude,
yeah.
I mean, you're going to make a case for
In
Zach
deep
Moss,
leagues,
right? Because you're going
yeah.
to say, look at all the
yeah.
pass catch work you got.
Travis definitely.
At least as a contingency plan for Singletary too. Like if Singletary were to go down,
Wait,
you
hold
see
on.
some value.
Travis, I gotta really ask, like, do you feel any sort of like gratification seeing the result tonight? Was that, are you, because you were a truther of Zach Moss, so does this?
Well, only one of
know.
us mentioned him like 5 times tonight, and that was you. So
well,
I don't know if I'm really a truther. No, I mean I liked Zach Moss before. I was off on Zach Moss coming in.
4-1.
we got it.
You got it. All right, good.
But yeah, there's no vindication for a second fiddle back and a high-powered offense where Josh Allen's probably going to be most of the rushing touchdowns. I don't really feel great about that.
He's got 34 total yards. So let's he's got 34 total yards. I don't know what we're totally saying.
What a
Six
single.
on target.
Like
Six
again,
on target.
if we're talking about if he's going to be a waiver guy, it's going to be a very low waiver guy. Like he's not going to be a guy I'm like running to go get.
Can we get some Allen Robinson in our life, please?
That'd be nice, but I don't think he exists.
I mean, we might need that Cooper Cup yardage a little bit too, considering Diggs just caught like a 80-yarder.
Hey, I just think we're not probably looking very good.
Hey, no negativity here.
We have time. Hey, we got
under
7
next week.
We got
7.5.
chip in the chair. We're definitely going with the under,
being
and we're
negative.
definitely going when we think Matt Stafford can throw a pick. Guess what? He can throw a pick. We got to go with that one.
Yes.
Stafford is a pick machine. He's a great quarterback, throws a beautiful ball, loves throwing picks,
Yeah.
especially with his bendy elbow.
Oof.
The doinker!
Oh,
Literally, you couldn't write it better than that.
That was not a good tackle.
The baby.
Who was that? Who's 55?
Damn, I thought that was Stafford for a second.
Love the baby.
It was
Yeah,
Juniper.
Stafford made the touchdown or made the tackle.
I already messed up in fantasy. I forgot to start my Bills and Rams players, so I'm down 26 points already.
Oh.
I forgot to put Gabriel Davis and Tyler Higbee. Well, the Tyler Higbee one's all right, but the Gabe Davis one, that'll hurt a little. But
How you
still got
feeling about
Sunday.
Gabe Davis and Tolton, Travi?
Good. I went with Allen Robinson, and I went with basically Gabe Davis over Kyle Pitts in the flex, so I feel good about that. I was going to always start Robinson, but now it looks like, I mean, I don't want to overreact, but the role isn't as solidified for Robinson as you thought it might be coming in.
Yeah, we were talking about Allen Robinson pushing some work away from Cooper Kupp potentially. I think we can put that to bed after 1 week.
Well, yeah, but I mean more so I was just thinking it could be such a concentrated target share that Kupp could still eat, and then the rest would kind of go to Allen Robinson, and he just maybe the line, maybe he hasn't won enough. I'd be interesting to see what his,
Yeah. I mean, there could be opportunity if the offensive line gets some sort of help, if they block tight ends more, and the coach saw that Robinson was getting open, and they could say, Stafford, look, he's open, try to spread the ball a little more.
And make no mistake, they gave him a sizable contract, talked him up in the offseason. They're going to want to make it work. And if you look at, OBJ was kind of a growing pains when he first got. I mean, granted, that was a trade mid-season, but it took him a little bit. But then once he did, he was kind of integrated. So we'll see. I'm not as high, though. I mean, Gabe Davis looks nice. He looks like a big play option in this offense, which is what you want to see.
I was drafting Robinson over Gabe Davis, consistently.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw out something a little kind of crazy on this, though. I think right now I'm with, I think Jennifer. Yeah, I'm with Jennifer here. Gabe Davis will inflate more. People were excited about.
He's a
Gabe
sell
Davis,
candidate.
right? That's where I was going. Yeah, because you can get Gabe Davis at such a premium.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. You know what I mean? Because
I think that's true. Yeah. And
you could probably get him for what you could sell him at his ceiling.
What's his targets at, Austin, for this game?
That's a great question, right? He's at target wise, five targets, 4 catches,
4 receptions.
4 receptions. Now he's going to have big receptions most of the season. Like we just said, he's going to take that Emmanuel Sanders role, who was the deep target option for Josh Allen last season. And in this Bills offense with Josh Allen at quarterback, you really like the deep option, but it's going to be fluky because it's 4 catches. He's going to have he might have like 18 yards per catch, but he's just not going to have that many catches. And there will be games.
Was that a fumble?
It was.
By who?
Zach Moss.
Oh. So now everybody but Singletary is potentially fumbled. Let's see if this is actually Rams ball. It is.
Yeah.
Okay. So no longer on our waiver piece next week. Not that he was a big standing here. Oh, and it's out.
That was a great.
That was a clean.
That's
punch.
the same. That's Scott. That was Scott with the second forced fumble of the game too.
Was it? Was that the same guy?
Same guy. They got stiff armed by
IDP guys out there.
Yeah. So, would you be willing to buy really low on Robinson this week if someone freaks out and offers you a really buy low option? Would you take the chance?
Can you give me an example? How low?
How low can you go? Can you go way to the flow.
I don't know. James Cook. That's all I think. Like a 11th rounder guy, like a 10th rounder.
Taking Allen Robinson over James Cook.
Yeah, just someone's freaking out. I need a backup running back.
This is. It's going to be hard to get a scenario.
Ken Walker for Allen Robinson.
You're not. If you're sitting on, if you're someone who drafted Ken Walker, I think you're holding on to that upside. And you'll have to, that he's not coming in strong. So I don't know.
Cassius Calhoun, thanks for watching over on Twitch, says, who do you guys think I should start at flex, Mike Williams or Hunter Renfrow? I'd tell you Big Mike Williams, man. I'm rolling with Big Mike Williams. Yeah, let's go. In the same game, but high over under. I'm liking Big Mike this year.
Yep.
Jennifer saying yes. Buy low on A-Rob.
Yeah.
Absolutely buy low on Robinson for 11th rounder guy. I don't think that's a realistic offer you get, but yes. Yeah, I think it's really just about one game doesn't really change the whole
You have some people
outlook.
that don't. Yeah, I'm just saying you have, fantasy players out there that are newer or sell fast after getting freaked out. So I would, I would be on.
Trying to pounce on the week, huh? You're trying to pick off that last little, the gazelle that's kind of injured.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at in our 10th round in our league of record. It's a standard league. You were talking a little of those backup running backs like Kenneth Gainwell for Allen Robinson, maybe Tyler Algier for Allen Robinson.
I think you'd have to get an underperforming starter. Right? I think that's for the running back. You'd maybe want to. If you could get that deal, if you could ship off that.
If I was offered
Kenneth Gainwell and get Robinson, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I think I would.
If somebody offered you right now, if Potvin sent you Algier for Robinson,
it'd be a no way.
Would you hit accept that trade, or would you hold Allen Robinson?
It'd be a no. Yeah, I'd hold Allen Robinson before Algier. But if we turned it and it was we'll see what Josh Jacobs does. But if he was like Josh Jacobs, that's a starter. Maybe he doesn't underperform, but I'd be more inclined to take that.
Are they not trying to win this game right now? The Rams? Are they packing it?
They're trying to get
ran twice out of here.
It's 21.
Are they doing everything they can to not give Allen Robinson the football?
Yes.
Oh, he's wide open. Oh,
it's through the other wide open player.
He's still with the cup.
Trade.
Oh, here we go. Trade A-Rob for Tony. We got to see if Tony makes the field Sunday. I would still hang on to A-Rob. But Tony is an interesting one. We'd have to see how he plays Sunday. Trade Tony for A-Rob, says Jennifer. I like that.
Gerald Henderson caught a pass. Rams look like they're just packing it in. Well, maybe not actually, because on that
they
last
did
play,
the bare minimum and got the first, so we'll see. They probably just don't want to get Stafford hurt either. That line does not look good.
They've got some work to do.
Skoranek
goes backwards.
Jersey Jake coming back. So much for James Cook. More like James Cooked. It's pretty funny.
Nice.
And A-Rob.
A-Robbed. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, David Glazer?
Yeah.
See you, man.
As a Seahawks fan, I love to watch the Rams lose, so I'm happy about that.
Oh my God, dude! Can we stop throwing to Higbee? This dude sucks.
This dude sucks.
Ooh, Andre's question is good. Traylon Burks or A-Rob?
I'd be a little bit interested.
The last news we had on Burks
was a little enticing. Yeah. They want to use him a lot.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. Yeah.
Johnny, did you ever see that video?
Monty's decent. That's a decent one too.
Yeah.
You get Monty. Oh my God.
I'd for sure.
I
have Robinson. I would trade him for Monty.
Dude, Higbee having a game.
Higbee might be.
Yeah. Should have went with
should have done a lot of things.
Right, let's
six
see.
sacks on Stafford. Hoorah.
Where's I don't even think Allen Robinson's in game.
Down by 21. Let's keep throwing it 5 yards.
There's your boy, John.
Dude. It's Ben. Waiver wire pickup.
New Allen Robinson.
Number 1 for Travis.
Who?
Ben.
No, I don't care about
Ben.
Oh, Akers, baby.
Dan Jefferson will be back in a couple weeks, so it'll just kind of be a mute.
Oh, dude, he's peppering him now.
Now that is an interesting guy to talk about a little bit.
Who?
Like Van Jefferson. What's the injury is he recovering from?
He had a knee procedure. I don't know the exact knee procedure, but
so anyway, we just want to talk. We want to create a little drama. You know, when it starts to come up, like if
that's who you should trade Robinson for.
Drama.
Robinson's never had a quarterback like Stafford. Well, too bad. Stafford's not going to throw to you, so you still don't have a quarterback like Stafford. So
wow.
I
had to call timeout.
The sky is falling right now for Allen Robinson.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. The Rams didn't look good though either. I mean, they scored one touchdown. So not the Rams we saw last year. Maybe they aren't going to be. That's potential. I would be let's pump the brakes a little, but we got to see better line play, that's for sure. We're also going to see how good the Bills front is. Like maybe it's the Von Miller was the last piece that they needed to really turn this into an elite pass rush.
Dude, they paid him a good amount of money to do exactly what he's doing.
He's already shown up, right? Cash Calhoun asking, doesn't do fantasy. How do y'all feel about Ike Ekwonu, a Panthers fan? Want to know if you guys think he'll be a bust or not. Tackle.
Johnny,
over here.
Oh, I loved him coming out. The Panthers got a great one in him for sure. I mean, I think the Panthers had a lot of holes, but he's going to be great. You like that? That whole talk?
Wow, dude. Getting a little Panthers have a lot of holes, huh?
They did.
Yeah.
But now they got
Baker. Baby. They got Baker. Baker touchdown.
Baker will be happy about Ike Ekwonu.
Bro, you want to know what's here? You can stat this too. Cleveland could have had Josh Allen. Like Cleveland could have had Josh Allen. They go with Baker, trade him away, then trade a bajillion picks in order to get Deshaun. Crazy. That's what you talk about when you talk about cursed. Like that's cursed. Like that's not bad moves. I mean, it is bad moves, but like that's cursed. Like that's bad moves to the point of like that's cursed.
I still think Baker was decent enough to take him to the playoffs. They just like threw him to the side, and
he won a playoff game.
Yeah, like
against the Steelers.
They played it horribly.
First playoff victory in like 20 years.
It should after they did do the Deshaun Watson pickup, which was wild in and of itself.
And to give him a full contract.
And then the follow-up on it was even nutser. Like getting rid of all those first rounders, offering the contract that they did was something else. Contrary, look at how the 49ers went ahead and handled their quarterback drama and their upside swings, in a Trey Lance with the more stable pick, still with his own issues there. And
Cooper
Cup.
Kupp, dude.
Here goes
Cup
Cup.
trying to get
Cup is
another
pissed.
one.
Oh, Cup.
Oh, there's an Allen Robinson block.
That's why you throw screens to wide receivers, guys.
Oh, that wasn't. I mean,
Oh
that
my
was
god,
a
dude! If we
screen
could get a
move.
garbage time red zone, well, I guess it wouldn't help with
Is-
that, but it would help my Robinson shares if we got a garbage time Robinson touchdown. Little heartbeat.
oh, wait, you'd feel so good about that.
Yeah.
And then you can actually make a real trade for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Then you feel good about getting rid of him.
Yeah.
Oh, Jersey, I gotta flash this one. Love this. Love the hate on DK is going to ball out. Wish I had him. I've got quite a few shares on DK. Do I got him in the listener league?
Allen Robinson
Yes,
still
right? I think
plays
you
on the
I
Bears.
think I do.
That's
You.
a great comment.
Yeah, I got him in the listener league, Jay. Got him in our league of record. Got him in our couples league.
I've got
Hey,
a
that-
signed
And I've
jersey
tried to
right
trade
here.
for him in Dynasty.
Hey, this is,
Very invested in DK.
this is a great comment. This is a great comment.
Ooh.
Allen Robinson still plays on the Bears, dude. Nowhere to be seen.
That's a burn.
Look at Cooper Kupp, dude.
Oh
Yeah, man. He's like a quarterback on the field at the wide receiver position. Oh, tell us, June, how much you're disappointed. 2 minutes, 2-minute warning here. Let's go. Come on. Throw that AR. Oh, dude, he is only looking at Cup.
The 20th time he's been sacked.
I'm gonna stick out this DK one here for a second because the chat's going on a little bit. Scott saying Gino is garbage or not. I think first off, we've seen a small sample size, but it's been a pretty productive one with DK
3 games,
there. And I
250 plus yards.
tell him, Donnie. And I just think that DK is one of the few receivers that can do his own work. And we look at receivers in the past who have been good enough to do their own work. A DeAndre Hopkins, a Calvin Johnson, a Larry Fitzgerald. These guys have spent many seasons with really bad quarterbacks. Calvin Johnson didn't always have Matt Stafford. He went through a carousel of guys before he got to him and still balled out. Same thing with Fitz, same thing with Hopkins. There's a lot more examples that you could find in there. I think that DK is good enough to do his own work. And I don't think we've ever really seen him have to do it for any extended amount of time because Russell Wilson's been his quarterback for the majority of the time. And when it hasn't been, it's been Gino. And when it's been Gino, it's been fine. And I think over the course of the season, I think he's just going to show how talented and strong he is.
Gino was throwing, he was the highest rated quarterback in preseason. Yes, it's preseason. But the thing about Gino is he looks good between the 20 and 20. And then he'll be sacked for 15 yards or throw a pick. Like he's not a finisher. So he's going to get the yards out. But we're not going to get many wins probably. And he's not going to get many touchdowns. But he'll be able to suffice enough yards.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember, but DK Metcalf threw Stephon Gilmore to the ground. And
how could we ever forget?
you guys, I don't know if I've told you guys this one.
Ridiculous.
Remember
was
when he chased
classic.
Buda Baker down? Remember he chased Buda Baker down?
Oh, yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was a great play.
I do
was great.
remember that.
And I think Scott's saying DK is inconsistent. I think throughout Russell's career in Seattle, he inconsistently throws to a different wide receiver every week. So any wide receiver that Russell's going to have is going to be inconsistent. I think with Gino's going to be like, fuck it. DK's there. Let me throw it. I think DK's going to get more
Stafford would
opportunities.
say fuck it and throw it to Allen Robinson here.
He said he does that to
I
Cooper
know,
Kupp.
right?
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that's
he's
a pick?
he almost threw a pick.
Oh,
He does it to
almost.
Cooper Kupp, man.
4th and 14. 4th and a mile.
It's
Yes,
hype.
you guys-
Shit, I'm going to be sacked. Where's Cup? Okay.
No, dude. Where's Allen Robinson? Throw it up because I haven't thrown to him once.
Well, I was going to Higbee.
Yeah.
You guys think the Rams have a chance in this game?
Maybe, man. Any
Bro, if
given
they score
Thursday.
here onside, throw it to Allen Robinson on just a go, score touchdown onside, and then do that like 3 more times. They have a shot.
See if we get
Here
any
we go.
garbage time. No, go
Here we
on.
go.
Oh my god.
Oh, he threw to Robinson.
Oh, what? That was what we wanted. We needed it.
We got a
called
delay.
it.
The last play of the game.
Oh, Stafford just bloodied.
Yeah.
His elbow's bloody? What?
His hand.
His bloody elbow.
He's got a
What a-
Kurt
what a
Schilling-
wrist?
he's got a Kurt
What a
Schilling
wrist?
sock on his
Your
arm.
ankles.
Trav, you got a red zone or a end zone.
Hey, we'll take it. Red zone target. I think he had the same amount of red zone targets as Cooper Kupp in this game. So,
and I'll tell you what, when they really needed a touchdown, who'd they go to?
Double kneel. Do we get the double kneel? Yep, we get the double kneel, baby. What it do, baby? No, Donnie.
We get nothing for that.
Donnie, it bodes well for the algorithm. Okay, Donnie and Travis.
We already had plus
what algorithm?
Bodes well for the algorithm.
What algorithm?
Model.
For your broken model.
Model's algorithm.
Model's shattered, dude.
It just needs a little tweaking. It's week 1. It needs a little tweaking.
Needs a little tweak.
Yeah.
Needs a tweak a little.
Little free.
Wow. Yeah, Jennifer doesn't like you guys dissing the model.
I feel like a good person right now.
Yeah, you guys don't. Awesome. She doesn't like you just dissing on the model.
Well, that's it. That's the final.
Buffalo 0 points for Akers for me. 19.3 points for Davis for you in the listener league.
That's a good start.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
What does Mckenzie have?
I don't know.
Not enough. That's what the answer is.
Yeah, not enough. That's for sure. But this was awesome. First Thursday night football watch party of the year. Thanks to everybody who was in the chat here. Jennifer, Cassius Calhoun, obviously Jersey J, ML, Scott.
We got Cash Calhoun's question here. Can we hit this one?
Yeah, sure.
Alberto or Goddard?
Goddard.
Goddard for sure. Russell's allergic to tight ends.
I'll just say after this game, I think a standing rule for week 1, tell me what you think about this, is go with what we've seen happen already. Let's take a pause on any presumptions, even if they're really good ones, like Allen Robinson and Matt Stafford, or James Cook and the Bills. Just pause for a second and just lean on what we've already seen, because we saw Diggs get really involved. We saw Kupp get really involved. We saw Devin Singletary really involved. We saw the people we've seen be involved, we saw be involved. The new faces were a little bit sporadic. Doesn't mean it's going to be across the NFL, but I think it's something good to consider more so than not, and that's why I would lean Goddard in this situation.
Yeah, I'm generally a ceiling guy.
Goddard's a starting tight end. I don't even know if Albert's going to be a starting tight end on this team.
You don't even need to go that deep in it. It's just Goddard.
This is the way to go.
I think week 1 for plays makes sense.
All right. Well, thanks everybody again. We got a few people on Twitch. We appreciate the Twitch following here. That's awesome. Actually, yes, Jennifer saying here, don't panic.
Yes.
That is amazingly what you need to do here.
CEH?
Yeah, I'd be rocking CEH here. I like the matchup too against the Cardinals.
I go CEH 60% to 40% on this one for me.
I agree.
Yep. We got Diggs or A-Rob. Who should I start this week, Diggs or A-Rob? Well,
A-Rob.
Yeah.
Diggs.
Don't panic. That's for sure. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody on the stream here. And we will be back with you tomorrow, same time, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern, talking injury report, talking news and notes and everything going on with there. We'll be joined by Sam Wagner from Football Guys, so we're excited for that. We'll be back on with you there for Austin Sear, for Donnie Tubbs, for Johnny Game Time Hicks. I'm Big Travie. We are the Fantasy Whisperers, and we are out of here. Peace.